Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. It is Monday, what's today, 27th, I think? Yeah, 27th. Monday, March 27th, 2023, which means it's Pathfinder time. It's the 8th Aiudara game. Hey, hype. Hey, Lalo, how's it going, man? Tonight's we go into Mivon. It is a large city, the largest city we've been into so far in this campaign. Not only that, but for people just kind of getting in on the story and whatnot, Nobu, my character, is the prince of a country called Brevoy. And in Brevoy, he is his ancestor is named Coral the Conqueror, the guy that put Brevoy together. You could tell by the Conqueror part, not the best of dudes. He didn't have a lot of good reputation. He kind of forced two people together. One of them being the Aldori. But some of the Aldori didn't stay and fight in the war. Some of them left. They went to a different country and they said, you know what? Fuck this. We're gonna head out and we're gonna see what we can do elsewhere. Turns out they built a city. Still really don't like Brevoy. They especially don't like Regarvians, which I'm one of them. And we're going to their city. So, you know, it's a whole thing. Like, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not gonna be anything, but it can't be anything. I'm sure it'll be fine. We're gonna be great. We're gonna be great. It'll be great. Nothing's gonna happen. I don't. Probably. We'll see. Meh. You know what? Honestly, I'm probably just overthinking it. You know, I'm probably just overthinking it. We're chill. We're chill. Hold on a second. I wanna set up. Uh-oh, that's not where it's supposed to be. God damn it. Hold on, trying to fix my... Oh, maybe I can do this? No? Oh, shit. Maybe... I'm trying to lay out my screen to where I want it. But it's not really working with me here. Oh, that's what I want. Oh, that's what I want. And that there, and that there. Yeah! Yeah, look at that. I know technology. Not really, but... Okay, hold on. And I scroll this down. Oh, lost it. Oh, come back. Come on up. Don't you hide from me. Go. I'm trying to make this to where I have everything right with music and all that, and I don't have to fuck with it much. Where's my playlist? There we go. Tavern music. All right. Hey, it's about time. We're actually a little late than we usually are. So let's jump on in the Discord, shall we? It's time to play. Oh, there we go. Trying to play some Pathfinder. Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
How's it going?
Doing good. Good. It's been a good day. How about yourself?
Hey, Rebecca.
No one had a single day at all, Cody. Everybody did not have a day.
No one had a day? Oh, yeah.
Nope, no day it's for you.
No, everybody was silent. You're like, how are you guys? It was a just fine day. What do you think? Again?
I was lazy.
Man, that's fantastic. Good for you.
Yeah.
I had a code review today for work, and just they went as follows: "This is what it does. This is how I did it. This is what I am expecting." And the audience was just like, "All right, I guess that makes sense. You guys are supposed to be code experts. Come on."
Like, it's Monday. I'm sure what he's saying's right.
Yeah, the guy's to the other guy next to him, like, hey, what was that? I don't know. I just wrote down tic-tac-toe, man. I don't understand what he's saying.
Dude, I'm thinking about lunch. I didn't hear a word he said.
That's why we pay him, right? So we don't have to think about this? Okay, good.
It'd be funny if it wasn't so fucking true.
Didn't we have a few days on the river after
Sure did.
we did? But like,
yeah, I think it was 3 days of travel in total.
How many days after the storm? Like when we were actually on the river, like we were on the river and out of Lake Hooked. Day and a half.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say we're full health in between cores,
Yes.
heals, and okay, cool. I'll give myself some long rest.
Don't forget to chew up some rations.
Oh yeah, we got rations, don't we?
Well,
Oh no, he said he was going to feed us.
Yeah.
He did.
He said he was going to feed us on the trip. Yeah.
How do you... Yeah.
Technically, he was going to sell us food on the trip.
What I remember is it was part of the deal.
I think he said something about like a Leshy could give some fruit, and that could help us. Yeah. I like the idea though that it was part of the deal, and now his Pugwampy crew's gone, so he's like steering the ship, but he also has a fishing pole in the other hand, just like trying his damnedest. He's like, this fucking magical deal. I was like, you're the one that shook my hand, dude. I don't want you. You give me some food.
This is like the first time this has gone badly for the devil worshipper. Usually they're the ones who are like in on the screw job, but no, you screwed him over massively.
I really did.
Masterfully.
that Drake went away. He said, "Ah, fuck." All right.
I'm sure that won't come back at all.
Yeah. Asmodeus, known for being super chill about people breaking his deals.
I didn't break shit.
Especially circumstantially, like, on the technical.
I mean, it's not like the Drake can speak or anything and relay what happened, right?
Draconic. I mean, hell, if the Drake can speak, that should be good, at least for me. I think maybe everyone else is a bit in the hot water. I think I'm okay if the Drake can speak and does some things.
You're right. He's totally going to forgive you for beating the shit out of him and kidnapping him.
I gave him a chance. All right.
And if push comes to shove, when he gets asked who gave him that chance,
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
when a little porcupine cactus Leshy is torturing him.
It's not like you gave him your
see.
name, right? You didn't intimidate him or anything, did you?
Womp womp.
Did I? Oh, I did. Yeah. Well, no, wait, hold on. That didn't work, right? Because you're like, that's not intimidating. So I had to do something else. I don't know.
Well, I had you change what the role was when you were trying to talk to him.
Fair. Yeah.
But you still did the whole spiel.
I mean, it still would have been like it was the gold one, like the one that's just all gold.
It'll be fine. Cess will forget about it before it becomes relevant.
Exactly.
it'll be a few years.
He's like, I got plans for that. Like a year later, just like, did I have plans for something? I feel like something happened early campaign. No.
We're on the moon
He
now. I'm not bringing that guy back.
plans this stuff 2 years in advance about birthdays and just fucks everyone over.
You might be surprised. A lot of the stuff I did in Exiletium was laid out 2.5 years in advance.
Nice.
It's slightly modified to meet the circumstances.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I would do the same thing in my Saturday game. There's so many things that have just like happened so early in the game and just fucked up so much things later on in the game. It was ridiculous.
All right. Well, it looks like Muddy probably isn't going to join us, per what she said earlier. So let's go ahead and roll the die. Got a 3. 1, 2, 3. Joe, why don't you recap last week for us?
That's exciting. So last time we picked up where we left off, which was basically walking through muddy swamp-ish lands. Noboru had just fallen into a sand pit, and then a crocodile showed up, like immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
So we were trying to get him out of the pit, stop the crocodile. It was a bad time involved for everyone. We did beat the crocodile though, which was a big thing. And then after healing up, we went and fought the river drake, who we beat, knocked unconscious, tied up, and dragged back, along with the crocodile. The crocodile meat had gone bad, but the lizard folk who we had ignored on the way in, they were not happy about us poaching, and I realize no one can see me doing the quotation marks, but that's
I
what
heard
I
it.
did.
Yeah. No,
Thank
it
you.
was some strong worded quotations.
But we managed to negotiate, and by that I mean we basically gave them all the crocodile meat because they could clean and purify it, and they let me keep the crocodile skin. So I'm gonna make something with that. And then we got on the boat, and then they also told us a bit about the monster that's under the water. So there became this whole thing of, well, that thing's usually asleep, but it's being overfed, kind of, as in it's just not eating everything that goes down. So you probably don't even need the river drake. You could probably or only use it if you have to, kind of thing. But like, Leshy was kind of like, no, let's be on the safe side. So Bo was just like, yeah, sure, of course. I'm just gonna let this drake go. So the drake got free.
The Drake got free. I did. All right. How that happened, who knows? But the Drake got free.
Yeah, sure. Nobody knows it except for one person. And anyways, the river monster came up, ate the pugwampies, and went away. And then we basically had to sail the ship ourselves, which is interesting because none of us are trained for that.
Yep.
Anyways, we've basically made it to Mivon now. We were going to be rolling in at the start of the game.
All right. Everybody get 2 hero points. Joe, you get 3. All right. It's a little bit after midday as you all reach Mivon, which little pop-up should give you a little overview of the place. It is a fairly large city. Over 10,000 people make their home in this place. There's a good bit of greenery as this town is built in the middle of or rather at the intersection of a couple rivers in a swampy area. But it's sort of where the swamp begins to let up into sort of green fields and plains. So the earth and everything looks fairly nice around here. From what you can see of the city, it is built up defensively. It looks like it is prepared for combat pretty much at all times. When you all are approaching from the riverway, you can see that there are numerous watchtowers all along the river banks. Each of them manned by folks with bows and whatnot, just looking down and keeping an eye out on the surroundings. Seems like this city is ready for war at any time should it come. Nevertheless, while it is a city that is largely devoted to warfare of some sort or another, it actually looks pretty dang nice. It's not like once you actually get to the city and you dock, the city looks very well put together. Very beautiful. You all are currently on the docks. Your ship has just pulled in. You can see that the city slowly rises up upwards along a hill, as the rooftops also get bigger and bigger as they go upwards. Leffy will leave the ship first, hopping down and going over to the dockmaster, a short little gnomish fellow, and gets into a conversation with him about docking the ship. Meanwhile, you all are aboard the ship and finally docked in Mivon.
On the little primer, it says Gorm is one of the religions. Isn't that the very evil orc god?
No, that's the god of that's the basic god of war for this setting. Like the orc god is you're thinking of Grumsh from Faerun.
Okay,
Yeah, he's the god of battle above all else.
interesting. Okay.
One thing to note that I looked at Mivon's stats, and this is a level 7 city, so yeah, be careful who you pick a fight with.
I'm gonna die.
Why would I fight somebody in this city? I don't. Why would we do that?
Guys, stop! I'm hyperventilating.
To note, when it says it is a level 7 city, that is in reference to the types of things and places that you can find in that city. So, while you're in Mivon, because it is a level 7 city, you can find common items up to level 7 freely,
Cool.
of any type that is common. Certain items may be available at higher tiers. For example, if you look under Aldori Mercenaries in the little settlement description here, it says that you can find mercenary services up to level 11 and blacksmithing services up to level 9. So you could come here and find a level 9 sword, whereas you would only be able to find a level 7 alchemist, for example. Just because that's what the city is more devoted to. Mercenaries and blacksmithing.
Well, that was quite the river trip, but we're here. Should we find ourselves some lodgings for the time that we're staying, or should we just head straight to the library?
We
I
can
don't
sleep
know.
on top of the books.
If
I
they
don't think
allow
it's
that.
allowed.
Yeah, if they allow that.
Yeah, like what time of day is it?
It is currently 14:30, so that's 2:30 in the afternoon.
Plenty
All right.
of
Well,
daylight.
I think we should go ahead and find lodgings just so we have them, and then we can head to the library after. Like, it won't be much of a detour.
I think that's fair.
Well, perhaps we should find where the library is and then somewhere close to it.
Oh, that's a good idea. If we're going to be spending a lot of time there anyways, then we could just find a place nearby.
Yeah. All right. I guess we can ask
Fine.
around, or maybe there's a little shit selling maps around here or something.
Perfect. Let's take a look.
Should we wait for Leshy to get back on the boat? Because otherwise...
Well, he's talking with the Darkmaster, right?
Yes.
I think we're fine. The deal was met. We don't owe any payments, so we're good to go. And he's not going to be waiting on us either.
I meant more that it'd be rude if his boat drifted away because we weren't watching it.
He did tie it off briefly, and the anchor is there.
Okay.
Character though, I think that'd be hilarious if it wasn't tied up and we just left and it just floated away. He's like,
I'll just, from the side of the ship, Captain Leffy, we're going to be departing now.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, thank you for the trip. We appreciate it.
Not a problem. Good luck.
You as well.
You especially.
Bo for like a slight moment doesn't know what he means, and then gets a very serious stare on his face. He just doesn't say anything. All right, we should leave now before Leffy continues to talk.
Agreed. We should find that library.
All right,
With all of its books.
to the library.
All right.
Off
How do
the-
you want to locate the library?
Off the docks, does it look like there's anything like like someone selling maps or anyone? Is there a little kiosk with a tour guide of the city?
I figure it's just like Disneyland. There's like a big permanent map that just lists all the like important parts
Yeah.
of the.
Like Disney World.
Yeah. We want to go. We want to go to Library Land.
Yes.
wherever
In
that
fact,
is.
there is not a big map set up like that. Though maybe talk to Jenqua and you could get one set up like that for Sovereign Hill, and it would be a tourist attraction.
This is like the Paramount park. This isn't Disney World. Well, all right.
What you do see as you get off of the docks and head into more of the solid land and off the docks, you see that there are a fairly busy town. A lot of people moving about the streets, going into and out of shops, and a not small number of people who are destitute and sort of begging on the street side.
Really? Like a large number?
No,
Or just
not a
noticeable?
very small number. It's
Okay.
a noticeable number.
Just definitely noticeable. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Maddie's gonna find a meat stick vendor.
All right, he starts looking around, and luckily near the docks, there's definitely a lot of food stuff that's available. Food, and there's a few taverns that are set up in the area. He finds a meat cart that is run by a goblin.
Cool. Maddie will walk up and she'll hold up
Howdy, what you looking for?
two meat sticks and directions to the library, please.
Sure thing. What meats?
I want some of that and that.
As you point out the types of meats you want, they have a skewer in their hand. They skewer the first piece. They skewer the second piece. Sort of like it's a freaking Baskin Robbins with all the little scoop things. You're just pointing out meats, and they're just skewering, until eventually you have 8 pieces on the skewer. They hold up their other hand, conjure a bit of fire, and then just run the stuff through it a couple times, and it cooks the meat very quickly, and then they offer it over. That'd be 5 copper.
5 copper. Maddie will hand over a silver piece.
Oh, much appreciated. Thank you very much.
The idea of a goblin having multiple meats at their meat shack is like, ooh, this is a fancy meat shack.
And then does he point out the direction of the library?
If you ask about it, yes, he will in fact point out the direction of the library. Yeah, the Aiudara Athenium. It's you go up this way. You're gonna have to go past the Colosseum. When you get past the dueling grounds area around the arena, you'll eventually find your way up to the Aiudara Athenium.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. We should just move here. This is the new place.
I don't know if we should move here specifically, but it is
What
quite a nice
recommended
city.
it?
But they have a coliseum and a library. This is like everything I want in life.
They have a coliseum.
Yes.
Bo does get a little bit big-eyed at that.
Now, is it one of those good Coliseums where a bunch of idiots try to fight in it, or is it one of those bad Coliseums where a bunch of idiots try to fight it and they're forced to?
I mean,
We'll have to
I
go
like-
and find out, I guess.
Oh boy.
it's not like they're slaves. This is the River Kingdoms. There are no slaves. It's fine.
It's true.
Right. That's the only
Yeah.
situation where someone would be forced to participate in a grueling battle to the death.
Colosseum culture in the River Kingdoms is a rather thriving one, and it's more about the companionship in the fight rather than something like blood sports.
Oh man, we got to go back for that meat cart.
There's
This
a
is
lot of blood there.
fantastic.
You don't know what some of the meats are, but they are good.
Maybe
Yeah,
there
but-
will be a meat cart closer to the library.
Or the Coliseum, more luckily.
There'll definitely be one near the Colosseum.
I need 20 more of these sticks and some more flay leaf. This is gonna be the best day ever.
Well, would you
would
like to
pitch it-
spend some time in the market and look around, or just head
No,
straight
to
to
the
the
books!
library? All right.
Right, yeah, I knew that was coming. All right.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
gonna overstimulate herself.
We head
This is the best place
towards-
we've ever visited.
We head towards the library. Or at least a general direction where he gave us.
I gotta say though, if the library is near the Coliseum, but we're gonna find a place near the library, it's probably gonna be really expensive since it's also near the Coliseum.
Oh, like
Fucking
a
tourist
yeah,
traps.
tourist traps.
God
always.
damn
Yeah.
it.
Those are-
It's okay. We'll go on the seedy side of the tourist traps, around on the other side.
These nachos are 10 gold? Are you fucking kidding?
I was like, what? What nachos? Got really out of it.
I really am.
And that's just plain nachos. It's just chips.
Yeah, you
and
don't get the
cheese.
cheese.
That's it.
All right, you all start heading up the road, traveling the direction that the meat cart vendor pointed you in. While you all are traveling around, you actually see a few people are actually dueling in public. They seem to be
Oh.
friendly duels. They are largely done with a single weapon and an empty hand, sometimes a buckler. And they're simply doing it for a bit of fun. And in another case, you see that the duelists are doing more of a performance duel, where they have like a little box open for people to put down coins if they want to tip them for their show.
I'll meet you all at the library. I'll catch up.
Yeah, maybe you should just stick with us.
No, it's look at this is it's just like the college.
Yes, we're all gonna have a great time here. It's all very stimulating. Let's focus on what we came here for first.
Back when I was in Rostov, they would do this in the college under the Sword Lord's tutelage. It's the training. It's dueling. It's true dueling. It's okay. All right. You're right. Books. We have to stay on task.
Really stimulating books that aren't boring at all.
Stay on task.
I'm sure we'll have time to let you get the shit beaten out of you. All right?
I mean, as if I could, but sure.
Mhm.
I will drop into one of their the pans with all the coins and whatnot, a gold piece as I pass.
Nice. All right. You all continue on past, and eventually you get to an area where the road opens up into a market area, and you see that there is like a banner hanging between, like, you're going down a road. There's buildings on both sides, and then it opens up, connecting from the corners of those last two buildings. You see like a hanging cloth sign that says the dueling grounds.
Oh,
On the other side of it, you see that there is a haggling marketplace where people are, trading and switching and swapping all sorts of different items amongst one another.
it's
As you all head through and into that area, this area called the dueling grounds where people are trading, immediately off to your right, going high up above the tents and carts and everything of this little market area, you can see the large stone Colosseum wall. It is littered with all sorts of statues of heroes, and you see sort of carved into the side, just over a massive archway that is one of the entrances into it, you see the words, the Drelvin Colosseum.
Drelvin.
Yep.
Do I know of that name from anywhere else? Like where that came from?
Roll me a society.
I like that.
Secret.
Secret. So that's control, click, roll.
You're pretty sure that Drelvin was a big name in the other Aldori duelist schools. They're sort of a famed Aldori duelist, but the ones who are from the other region.
Right,
You can't remember
Restov.
exactly what they were known for. Oh yeah, the Restov one.
Oh,
That's
from
what
the
I mean.
Restov College. Oh, wow.
Not the Mivon
Right.
Aldori, the Restov Aldori. I just couldn't remember that they were Restov.
Yes.
But you're pretty sure he's a big figure there, but you don't remember what for. Just that his name came up a lot.
Do I remember if they were a sword lord or just that their name came up a lot?
You're pretty sure that they would have been referenced as a sword lord.
Oof. That is interesting. I know that the two cities and the families, rather, they still have a bit of problems with each other, but I didn't think they were friendly enough to bring a whole Colosseum after one of the sword lords from Revel. I'd actually be very interested to know why this Colosseum's named that way.
I'm sure there's a plaque or something around here.
I'll just have to come back and look for it, I guess.
It's probably because he's a big name. I mean, if you were going to name your Coliseum after a big duelist or fighter or something, you'd want someone with a big name so that those who weren't familiar with your grand history or anything, they'd be able to, know it. So
It's
people in
very true.
Mivon or even the surrounding areas probably know this guy.
Oh, never. I mean, this is the thing. If you are a sword lord or the Great College of the Aldori Sword Lords and Restorf thing, if you have any sort of presence in warfare or leadership or anything, you know the people from there. The college is known globe wide. It's something to behold. Honestly, it's amazing. And well, if this person is truly a sword lord, and who knows what else they've done, I mean, they're the top of the top.
Nice. We'll definitely have to come back. There's probably a good show coming be here. We should check it out after the books, though.
Yes, after the books, you are right. We should. We could actually look up the name over there.
That's not a bad idea.
As the party starts to go to leave, Bo actually does like just kind of lag behind a little bit, just like looking up at the Coliseum and the statues and the people dueling on the streets. And it's just like, it's very clearly like, if it wasn't for his lineage, he would be exactly like Maddie right now, where it'd be like, this is the best place ever. There's no other place that's as cool as this. But he's trying to keep his lid on. He'll eventually
One thing in
catch up.
particular jumps out to Bo as you all go passing through the dueling grounds, listening to people trading and trying to get a deal over on everybody else. You end up passing by sort of the front entryway into the Colosseum. You see that there is a large statue set up. So there's marketplace. You all are in a lot of marketplace, but then the marketplace clears. There's some very nice cobblestone work, and then a big hill rise up to this Colosseum with some stairs, and you see a large statue of an Aldori duelist of some sort. But he is standing with a foot over top of a dragon's head that seems to be severed, his sword held high into the air.
Hey, that's you. That's you, buddy.
Okay. Well, they were known for the dragon saying because of the war. So, yes, there's probably going to be a lot of iconography similar as we go through. But swallows a bit hard and moves on.
All right, and eventually you all reach the Aldori how do I say this word? Athenaeum.
Athenaeum.
Athenium.
I looked it up. It's Athenaeum.
Athenaeum. That sounds Greek. Sounds.
Yeah.
Sounds
Well, it
right.
has Athena in the name, so.
I don't think it does. I think it's F.
Okay,
Oh, no, it's Athenia.
smarty pants. With your knowledge of gods and. Yeah, you're right. There's Athena in the name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually think I said it with Athena. I think my first time I said it was Athenium.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Athenaeum. Now my dog is staring at me because her name's Athena.
Yeah, she's like, what? Stop it.
All right. You all reach the Aldori Athenaeum. It is honestly, after the Colosseum, it doesn't look as grand as you might expect. But it's still fairly large. You'd say it's probably a 4 or 5 story building from the outside. It has stone walls and everything. Most of the iconography on the outside there's no statues or anything, but you do see a lot of symbols of swords and books, sort of blending the two a little. The entryway is an archway that has a pair of swords sort of crossed directly over top of it. which leads up to the front door, which is left open at the moment, letting you all see inside to the not particularly busy library.
I mean, there was a door. Maddie's on the other side of that door. There are books inside that place.
All right, so we're got found the library. So now we just gotta find a. Oh, she's gone.
I mean,
She's
it's the library. She'll be fine. You know, I can go look for a place if someone wants to stay with Matty.
No, go ahead. I'll stay. He's fine. Bye.
Okay.
And I will also hurry up the stairs.
Cora, do you want to stay or do you want to come?
I'll
me.
keep an eye on you.
Perfect.
Right.
I'm not in a rush to read.
So yeah, we will go look for a place to stay while they start on the books.
All right, in the library, Maddie, you head on up, running inside, gleefully enjoying this place. At the interior, it is a beautifully put together location, library. It doesn't look downtrodden or as crappy as you might expect from a lot of libraries in the region. This is one of the few that looks really, really, well put together and nice. There are a pair of spiral staircases that go up the left and the right side up to the separate floors. And you can see that there are rows of stacks of bookshelves on each of those floors. There's a small desk just on the inside with like a U-shaped desk and a little bit of a wall behind it. And sitting behind the desk, you see that there is a large plant creature that has a black orb for a head.
Cool. I'm gonna look at the books, look at it, look at the creature, look at the books, walk up. How much to peruse the library?
Correction. There is no cost to peruse the library.
Well, I live here now. Maddie was our walking off.
Correction. You cannot live here. You will have to vacate at 8.
If they can.
Maddie
find
didn't hear
her.
shit.
Yeah. I didn't hear anything.
Maddie heads on inside. What about Asa?
Yeah, I followed after Maddie.
All right, you
Uh,
all get into the
mhm.
library.
Do I recognize what the desk counter person is? The information desk person thing?
Make me either a secret nature or a secret religion check.
Oh, good. Oh, wonderful.
Sounds
Wonderful.
like exactly what Ace is good at. Nature and
Uh-huh,
religion.
yeah. Yep, that's what I'm good at. Nature and religion.
Doesn't Asa have all the knowledge? Oh no, that's Thaumaturge. Thaumaturge has all the knowledges.
Thaumaturge is ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm trained in them. I just, have no wisdom.
Hmm.
You recognize the creature as a Kanrasu.
Okay. Yep, no, that's what I thought he was.
Little
Okay.
Conrasus.
Yep. Which, for anybody who is not aware, they are black orbs of Aeon energy. That is, Aeons, which are the sort of embodiment of order in the universe. They are concentrated black orbs of that energy that grow a bark or planty exoskeleton around them to interface with the world.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay. I just want you to know that I have a library lore skill. I don't know what that means, but I am going to be trying to apply it to everything possible in this place.
Well, no
So
one
It
generally
means
speaking-
Maddie is super jealous.
So generally speaking,
Uh-huh.
lore skills are super specific, but if you attempt a lore skill, the DC is generally too lower than a comparable other more general skill.
Ooh,
So
okay.
if you wanted to, let's say, find something at a library, but you're only have like, if you're trained in religion and you're trained in library, your library would probably be better because you have a lower DC for it.
Awesome. Okay,
You
cool.
could also reasonably apply it to anything like, library sciences and whatnot to navigate a library and pretty much anything you can justify.
That's what I want to do right now is figure out the setup, like their Dewey Decimal System, basically, and how to navigate it. I guess I
Okay.
could ask the orb guy, but
Go ahead and make me a secret library check.
yeah.
Weirdly
So glad.
enough, their organization's based off of gods and different types of trees.
God damn it. It's really easy once you understand the different phylum of these plants. Dang it.
You actually see that they have a almost strange categorization system, whereby the books on the lowest floor are categorized copper, all the way up to platinum, which are on the top floor. These are organized by rarity and by value to the library. Within each floor, they are categorized, with what you would expect a Dewey Decimal System type thing to be, by subject matter, and then by author, and so on.
They organize their
Um,
books by anime
actually-
guild ranking. It's like, these are S-class books.
Actually, not by. They would organize them by title. Never mind, not
Hmm.
author. They organize by title. Okay, so yeah, you have a pretty solid understanding of how this place organizes everything. You do recognize that it would be slightly problematic if you're trying to find a book, but you're not sure what classification it's in. But you can pretty easily see that, like, getting up to the upper tiers, gold and platinum, is incredibly. It's not clear how you get up to those floors. The staircase doesn't go up there.
Oh, well then I would inquire at the information desk. Circulation, that's what it is. I was trying to remember what the hell that desk is called. Circulation desk. I would go up to the Konrasu and excuse me, I noticed that your staircase doesn't go all the way up. Is there an alternative way to get up there?
Response. Access to the upper floors is restricted to the houses. You must be here on official house business to reach those floors.
Hmm.
Just
All
saying.
right.
Technically, I'm a house. If we really
Another
want this
question.
books.
Another question. The books on the higher floors, are they just rare books or are they dangerous books as well?
Answer. Rarer books and the books on the upper floors are both more dangerous, more rare, and potentially one of a kind. They are simply those that the city seeks to preserve against breakage.
All right. Thank you very much. And I'll
Response.
head.
You are welcome.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Thanks. And then I'll hurry away before I have to engage in more social contact. And then I would like to get up to as high as level as I can, and I want to find
The highest you can get is to silver.
okay, good. Then going up to silver.
All right.
To silver. Okay. And then I would like to I would like to look up stuff about the thing that I have.
All right. Go ahead and roll me either a nature, occultism, or a library.
Yeah.
library.
You know what? I gotta roll library
Oh,
because
you're
I gotta
so
get the
hell
use
of
out of
this.
it. I gotta get the use out of it.
This one can be open because it's going to be reflecting research throughout the day.
Oh, okay. I rolled it secret.
That's fine. You can choose whether or not you want to hero point that if you would like.
That's a really good roll. I mean, you have +8, but
Yeah, I have +8, so
That's pretty good.
yeah, I don't. I mean, it's better than that's. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. That should be fine.
All right. So you are looking up the thing that you found at the camp, correct?
Yes.
All right. You know that this is a blight heart. These are roughly a foot wide, heart shaped bundle of like vines and bark, and it contains within it the essence of a form of dark magic that originates from the plains. You don't know where. The books don't describe the origin of that power, just that it contains this bit of power. They are commonly used by hags. I know I say commonly, but among hags it's common, but it's very rare outside of hags to be used. Um, they are known for their ability to devour living hearts and convert them into magical power. So the hag could feed a victim's heart to the thing and fuel their own magic through it.
Okay. Do I get anything about uh any well-known uses outside of hags who've had these, or are they so common amongst hags that like they don't have special ones, or is it more like there's like 6 of them going around and people sort of know them?
So no, they're not like a super like unique named item
Okay.
where it's just like,
Okay.
yeah, these are the 6, hag hearts or something like that. No.
Okay.
But they are generally speaking a more rare item that you would find. Among hags, you could say like maybe 1 in 4 hags have one.
Okay.
Um, and obviously, there can be, improved versions or more powerful versions of them that are made by even more powerful hags and so on.
Mhm.
Um, I don't mean to say this to relate the type of power it is, but with regards to a hag, it's kind of like a lich to their phylactery. Not that the Blightheart reincarnates
Gotcha.
the hag or anything like that, just that it's sort of like they go hand in hand with one another.
Okay. Um, and is there any since it's almost only hags who use them, are there any like well-known instances of people who are not hags using them?
Not that you have found any reference to.
Okay.
They seem to be very uniquely tied to hag magic,
Okay.
specifically that of the occult and primal schools, which hags dive into.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, so that's what you find throughout the day researching. What about Maddie? What's Maddie looking up?
Maddie wants to start off with the cosmic caravan. I want to find out more about that moving star.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's see. So you go looking up the cosmic caravan. Go ahead and make me a religion, nature, or library if you have it.
Sadly, I don't have library.
And it can be public to give you the chance to reroll because it's going to be your days of research. Your
Oh,
days.
That'll work.
Yeah, look at that.
Hell yeah.
Great roll.
All right. You know that you're able to find out that the cosmic caravan is sort of like a cycle almost of 12 constellations: the Stargazer, the Stranger, the Follower, the Thrush, the Lantern Bearer, the Newlyweds, the Bridge, the Daughter, the Rider, the Patriarch, the Wagon, the Pack, and the Mother. These each represent different things to stargazers, sort of the same way that sort of like tarot cards can be read in and contextualized in different ways. Stargazers tend to do the same kind of things with the cosmic caravan.
Okay.
Looking into the one star in particular, you see that that star is most closely associated with the Stargazer, which is the constellation generally linked to the month of Neth, and it is generally considered to be thought of as the Fool or the Prophet sign, the one who searches for lost treasures and new wonders.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
You said the month of Neth?
Yes. 31 Lamashan to 20 Neth is the Stargazer's main time.
Gotcha. So,
So in real world, that would be from October 31st to November 20th.
Scorpio.
On
Got
our real one. Yeah.
it. Cool. So what Maddie's gonna take away from that is that she's been blessed by the sign of the adventurer.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
It's pretty badass.
But yeah, the Stargazer, sometime written as Star Space Gazer, is thought of as either a fool or a prophet who watches the heavens, searching for lost treasures or new wonders.
Nice.
Could be a prophet.
No, the
And
fool.
there is one more thing that catches your eye while you're looking at the Stargazer, and that is the very next bit, the very next one that follows up on the calendar, which only sometimes shows up, is the Stranger. The Stranger is said to be the sign of one who travels their own path that occasionally intersects with that of the Cosmic Caravan. It is a single staring eye. So while it is a constellation, it's a constellation of a single staring eye. And it's only in the sky for 8 days out of the year, normally.
All right.
That is
That's
the
cool.
The 21st of November to the 29th of November.
What is our current calendar? Gosrin?
We are
We're
in Gosrin, so we are in January, February, March, April. We're in April at the moment.
So months out.
We are months out from this.
All right, cool.
But that's the closest thing that you can see to like a wandering star. The stuff related to the Cosmic Caravan. It doesn't exactly line up with your case of seeing it, here in Farast and Gosrin, but those are the only references you find to a wandering star. It's in relation to the Stargazer and the Stranger.
All right, cool.
All right, so that's what you find throughout the day. Let's go back outside of the library then, where we have Kara and Bo. What are they doing?
Looking for an inn.
That
Slash-
isn't broken.
And one that would probably be close to this place, if possible.
All right.
I'll also keep an eye out for taverns. Now, they may be inn/taverns, but if there are specifically taverns as well, I want to keep an eye out for that.
All right, so you're looking for an inn. One place that you will come across is called the Broken Knee Inn.
Okay.
Is that what happens if you
It's
don't
not too
pay?
far away. Probably.
Let's check it out. Let's go away.
All right.
You head on inside. The first thing that jumps out to you when you start heading into this place is that the doorway is particularly big. Big enough that a creature 10, 15 feet could easily walk through the front door into this place. Which
Interesting.
means that the main, bar hall that it opens up to is practically a ballroom. Not quite that big, but, in terms of the ceiling height and everything, you don't feel like you're in a small place. It feels rather grand. That said, there are tables of your size. There's a big stage off to the right, and ahead of you and just off to the left, you can see that there is a large bar that's set up, and sitting behind the bar is a large ogre.
Oh, okay. I'll go to the bar. Pardon me.
Greetings, welcome. Anything I can get for you?
I was wondering if you had lodging that was available.
Oh yeah, we do, but it's a bit expensive this time of year. But I assume you're expecting that, given the the tournament and all that.
I'm sorry, the what?
Oh no.
The tournament.
Oh,
What, you ain't in town for the tournament?
This is the first I'm hearing of it. What tournament?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a dueling tournament here in the next month.
Is that so?
Yeah, all the best duelists come together. All the houses, they try themselves at one another, and you see how high up in the rankings you can get, and you get put on the list if you get high enough.
You're
Though I will say, if you're an outsider, which it sounds like you are, since you don't know any of this,
yes.
you don't get the normal perks from being on the list. Like you can't get in the government and all that. You got to be with one of the houses for that.
So you're saying that the best Aldoi duelists from around the world are going to be coming here to fight in that Colosseum, and anybody could potentially sign up to also rise in the ranks and face off against them in a Colosseum amongst the crowds in the largest dueling event possible?
Sure is, yep.
Well, you have no interest in that, do you?
Okay.
Yeah, there's gonna there's gonna be people here from Dagenmark. Some of them that are all tricky with them knives. There's gonna be some duelists from over in Restov.
Mhm.
Of course, some new Stetvins always come down. There's Bravoy cowards. They
What?
always try to show up a little bit every now and then.
People
So
from
yeah, it's gonna be a good old time. We've even got some people from Absalom last year. They came a far way to get here.
Did you say people from New Setford come down here to duel?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they don't turn down a challenge. They know the history of this place and all that, so it's a little bit of good fun. Well, I say it's a little bit good fun. In truth, they probably hate the guts out of these about the duelists here and vice versa. So it's a little bit more competitive than friendly sport is. You know what I mean?
I don't know about that, but
Oh, what you don't
When
know about
is it?
that?
is there? How does one sign up for this?
Oh well, I guess the best way would be that you that you get one of the houses to sponsor you. But I suppose if you just want to sign yourself up, you just go on up to the arena and you say you want to be in. They'll put you in the little starting matches just to see if you're ready and you're good enough to be in the duels. And if you are, they'll time slot you into the tournament.
When is that tournament again? You said it was in a month?
Aren't they?
Yeah, in a month.
Um,
And the prices are already honked up for that. People must be waiting a long time. Okay.
yeah,
Travel takes a long time if you're coming from afar.
you did mention that only the people at the houses are going to be able to get certain prizes. What are the rewards for the people that win these tournaments?
Well, of course, monetary reward comes to, whoever wins. So, there's actually a little staggered schedule there. But, the winner of the tournament becomes mayor of the city.
Oh,
And then the second winner becomes, the second in command, and so on all the way down. That's just how it works here. The government here in Mivon is entirely based around the tournament. That's how the list gets formed. But if you're going to get in government job, you got to be with one of the houses.
There's no, like, coin prize or anything?
Oh yeah, there is a coin prize that goes with it. You get like the highest winner, they get the most coin, the second one less coin, and so on, all the way down.
of course.
Usually to about 50 spots, something like that. Really depends on how much money the mercenaries bring back each year.
Wow. That is amazing. You said mercenaries bring back. You mean the mercenaries of the city? And I assume what a cut of their payment goes towards the Colosseum.
Oh yeah, right. So you are new here. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So one of Mivon's biggest exports there is mercenaries. Well, I say we, but I'm talking like the royal we, like us collectively as
Of course.
Mivon. The houses really, they rent out their soldiers to other cities, to mercenary organizations, to different groups to make sure shit gets done. And the mercenaries, they bring back their money. They split a share with their houses, and the houses all pitch in that amount, and then it gets split up as prize money.
Amazing. What is this tournament called?
Oh, we just call it the tournament.
The tournament.
No need to name it. It's the tournament. It's the one. It's the one that everybody waits for.
It's
Is it
Well, I
like
name all the other ones, but
is
Of
it like an
course.
annual thing?
annual, every 2 years, every 3 years. It really depends on what's going on at the time. In peacetime, usually every year. If there's a war going on, or if there's something that's stopping us from doing it, then yeah, we kick it back another year.
when was the last tournament?
2 years ago.
2 years. Interesting.
Yeah, last year we had that whole thing of the star falling and all that.
Starfall.
But no, not starfall, but that star that was falling. Sorry, I keep forgetting you're not from around here.
Right.
About a year ago, there was this big thing that happened. A big, like, a thing from the sky fell out and landed out in the fields nearby. It created quite a commotion. It led to a whole bunch of talking between the houses, and they decided that it was a sign not to do the tournament that year. So this will be the first year. This will be the first time in 2 years.
What happened to the star?
Well, I don't know. Some of the houses did with it.
Interesting. I'm terribly sorry. I got so off track. Yes. I have me and 4 other compatriots where we're looking for rooms. How much are your rooms?
Well, this time of year, I'm currently charging 3 gold a night, with
Oh.
with 2 silver with 2 silver for food.
Perfect.
I
Just
can offer a discount down to 2 gold a night if you buy in bulk a week at a time.
I. How many rooms do you currently have open? Just so I know.
Well, that seems like a weak bargaining position for me to get into. You know what I mean?
That is fair. That is completely fair. I
I will say I got enough that I could get you at least 2 rooms for you and yours.
that sounds good. Sounds good. I have to go and talk with the rest of my companions. Don't you think, or it should probably be a group decision?
Yeah, that should definitely be a group decision.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
We will be back, but thank you so. I did not catch your name.
Oh, I'm Zuzrul.
Zazrul. It is wonderful to meet you, Zazrul. I'm sure I'll be back this way if nothing else, just to be around, maybe catch a drink. Actually,
Absolutely.
I did have a
Best of
question.
luck checking the market, though. I'll
In the
tell you,
market?
everyone's prices are this high.
That's fair.
It's expensive being here nowadays, especially if you're not a local.
How
This is really our big time for making money.
how much is your ale? Just your normal ale, nothing like the house drink. Or
Plain regular ale,
Yes,
2 copper.
2 copper.
That's how they get you.
100% markup.
So, could I get 5 mugs of ale?
Absolutely. 1 silver, please.
Um,
Oh, yeah, more.
on top of that,
Yeah, I don't know if you can bring drinks to where we're going.
no, I know. This is something I have to do. So I will take 4, and then here's this, and I'll take out 15 gold. And I'll give it over, and I'll say, if you could take this and give it out in basic ale, to anyone that asks for a drink for as long as they'll pay me, and tell them that it is from a patron of Caden Killian's, and to have them a blessed night.
You know what? I'll do you one better. He gives you 5 gold back. 15 gold it is. And he takes only 10 of the coins.
I appreciate that, friend. I really do. But I also
There's a
would,
mark to you, brother.
I also would like those other drinks first. Those 5 are going to be for me.
All 5, huh?
You need them bottled up or anything? Or you just taking the mugs with you and going?
No, that'll be for you. Right now.
All right.
All right, I'll buy the first pint on me. You can pay for the rest.
Thank you. Well, you need to buy your own. I have to drink 5.
Oh no, yeah, I'm buying one of the 5.
Perfect.
So here's 2 copper for one of his 5. I own that.
I appreciate that. Stop spending our money. As they go to start to get the drinks.
Do you need to pee first? You should probably pee first if you're going to drink all those.
Well, I'm going to have you afterwards, so I may as well just hold for now.
All right.
This is, well, I owe Caden, so I need to drink in his name. I need to drink in the name of the Pugwampies, and I need to have a drink for me.
Why are you
Hey,
drinking in the
don't
name
bring
of
up pug wompies. Fuck those little things.
Yeah, fuck them. Why are you drinking for the Pugwampies?
And they died.
Yeah, they died running out on us.
Well, death is still death, and I prayed that Caden would let us have free pass safely, and if so, I would do something in his name and raise a drink in his name. And well, whether that be Caden's way that urged those Pugwampies to do what they did, or if he knew that was just going to be the path anyways, it's all the same. Their lives were spent, and I'm in debt. I had to drink, and later, I had to do something heroic, but I think that also came up today.
Okay, well, I'm not going to question your religious beliefs or anything like that, but try not to throw up on me when you drink all that.
I try, and sorry if it starts hitting me before we get back to the library. I'll try my best to keep it together.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mugs get set out.
I take one, and I raise it towards the bartender, like he said, and I say, to Caden Killian, to merriment, to lots of money to your bar, to the tournament. And I'll start.
Check this out. This guy's gonna drink all these.
I will start the first of my 5 beers, my ales.
He's a disciple of Caden Killian. What can you do?
He's a fucking drunk. Do I have to do any rolls for 5 ales? And
Yes, you will.
I'm not taking my time. I mean, like, I'm not going to, like, literally try to chug and rush, but I'm also not sipping these things. I'm gonna make a show of it. I'm gonna make it merriment. I'm gonna make it in Caden's name.
Give me 1 second, and I'll add this to your sheet. Oh,
Bo, you
okay.
shrunk as
Mivon
fuck.
alcohol added to your inventory. You have 5 of them. Good luck.
Oh, let me take a look at this.
You have good odds, but we'll see.
Mivon alcohol. Okay. Let me post one of these.
Mivon has its own alcohol?
Mivon alcohol. Alright. DC 15 for it. Okay.
Not impossible. I mean, it's likely for you.
It's
You're
pretty
fine.
good for me, actually. So.
Yeah. It's a lot better than regular alcohol.
Can't wait.
I can't
So
wait.
excited.
You actually have to click the fort save, unfortunately, and then.
Sure, but
Let's
I
see.
clicked once, that way you use it.
Yeah.
So DC saving through.
You can just click where it says DC 15 saving throw on the card.
Oh, I can't do it in the chat box. Okay.
Oh, maybe you can't because your character's not selected. Here we go. Push you on the page. There we go.
Okay, that's interesting.
Select your character, then do it. My bad. Tech issue on my end.
No. It's good. Okay. And then we'll do this. Yep, that's what it is. All right, here we go. To start it off, I made one. Barely.
Alright, you're good.
All right. Number 2. That's a crit fail.
Yes. That's what I
Excellent.
wanted.
Alright.
God.
You are
Get up.
flat-footed,
I was so excited.
and you have a bonus to saving throws against fear. You don't fear this alcohol anymore. You can take down the rest
I
of the shit.
don't fear shit. All right.
Not too late to hero point it.
And Kate for Kaden, no, I'm taking what I'm getting.
I will say that now that you are, what's it called, deeper down the pit, you're gonna have a -1 circumstance bonus to
Okay,
this.
fair enough.
It's compounding itself.
Don't
Okay.
die.
All right. Number 3.
Just barely
Just
succeeded.
made it. I can hold my like
Number 4.
Number 4. -1. Oh,
Still
this
good.
is nothing.
You get a -2 for this last one.
Okay. And number 5. Come on, Bo. That's my boy.
Yeah.
He holds his liquor. He's just rosy. He did 1 crit fail and nailed all the others. He's living
Yep.
it.
And he stays at stage 2, which is probably like just a little bit worse than where you want to be, but you're not quite at the stupefied level. Which
Honestly,
is good. So
exactly.
You're holding it just great.
I think he's a little stumbly, and outside of that, he's feeling good. I think Bo's fucking happy as shit with what with what just happened. He finishes the last one and slams it down on the bar. It says, "Kaiden killing is good, my friends. He is good." Whew.
You hear a bunch of people cheer with you.
Carl will actually cheer along with them.
And I will say that Bo,
Yeah.
at some point in the next week, you can get a +2 status bonus
Oh.
to a fortitude save against poison, disease, or
Oh.
some other type of ingested type of poison.
Kaiden
Or,
is
sorry,
good.
ingested is the wrong term for it, but something that affects your physiology.
Sure. Kaiden
You
is
know,
good.
not like a
Kaiden's
fort save
good.
versus getting tripped, but a fort save versus poison or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as the people are cheering, Bo also makes sure it's the other says, I've paid for drinks, friends, until they're out. They're all yours. We'll see you later. And then I'll like stumble a little bit and I'll grab him in the car and say, we should meet up with the others, Cara.
Yeah. This, you good to walk?
I'm as good as I'm going to be.
All right, here, just take it slow.
Kaiden
I believe you drunk all those.
is good, my friend. Kaiden is good. And yeah, I will stumble probably just a little bit under half speed with Car, kind of leaning on her as I go.
All right. You go ahead and stumble with Kara. Where's Kara heading? Over the library again?
Yep, we're heading over to the library.
All right. You get over to the library. You see what I described earlier, that it's a still big building, but not like as large as the Colosseum, kind of dwarfed by it. With a pair of cross swords just over the archway that leads in. The front doors are open, and just inside you can see the Kanrasu sitting behind the what'd you call it, Rebecca? Or what's it called?
The circle something.
The circulation desk.
Circulation desk.
Circulation.
That's it. Circulation desk.
All right, but here, you sit down here. Oh, I'll go track down the others.
Utu. Hello.
Try not to throw up on anything. Hello.
What are you?
Greeting statement. Hello.
Yeah, has a, orc with horns and a, elf woman coming by here recently?
Inquiry. Why are you asking?
Because we're looking for them. They're our friends.
Response. We do not hand out information about patrons, whether they have been here or not.
Oh, okay.
Is there a rule against being loud in the library?
Answer. Yes.
Perfect. Pardon me for one moment. Bo will stand and he's going to walk to the door. He's going to take a step outside the door and then he will shout, Matty! Asa! And then I will come back inside.
You kind of walked right into that one. I'm sorry.
1 second.
I feel like a Kanrasu would appreciate that. I stuck by the rules.
Does a 20 hit you?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Wait, why is my AC so low?
Because you're
You're
flat-footed.
flat-footed.
Oh.
You're drunk. You take 13 cold damage
What
as
the
you see
fuck?
the black orb of this thing's head becomes frosty and just launches a beam directly at your mouth.
That is so overkill. Bo,
Okay, that was a bit much.
Bo
Your shout
falls on
still
his
goes
ass.
through. Your
Bo-
shout still goes through, but he hits you to interrupt you and
Bo-
try to knock you over.
Bo falls. Yeah, Bo does fall aside. Oh, so there's ice on his mouth now. He starts picking at it.
Was that really necessary?
Response. Yes.
Maddie's gonna walk over from where she was.
The Conrossi may not have emotion in their voice, but it's very clear they have emotion in their soul.
Yes. Additionally, they are not pure bureaucratic lawful neutral.
Fair enough.
They are, if you're trying to bend the rules, you're still breaking the fucking rules.
We fucked around and found out today, y'all.
All right,
all
Maddie,
yelling.
yes, you hear a yell. You head on over to the front desk. You see Bo with a bit of frost all over his face and having fallen down just outside of the doorway, and Kara just standing next to the circulation desk.
With a forming black eye as well.
The black orb plant creature is just sitting there passively.
What's going on?
Oh, this guy just blasted him.
It's a library. Bo should know better.
Sorry, Matty. Oh,
He's a little drunk.
my
He's
face.
a lot drunk.
You guys were gone for like... Oh wow, we've been here a while.
Kated is good, sister. Kated is good. Oh, I hurts. Sorry, librarian. I shouldn't have been so foolish.
But yeah, there's a bit of issue with the lodgings. Have you seen Asa?
She's around, I'm sure. I've been totally paying attention.
We
Alright, great.
I'm gonna
found a
go-
place.
I will say this is still in the middle of you all researching, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, we just need to touch base for a minute so we can discuss lodging.
Alright,
Into
well,
a bit of a hiccup.
this place isn't that big. I'm sure we can find Asa pretty quickly.
Alright, do you want to stay with Bo and I'll go look for her?
Matty.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm more familiar with this place than you are right now, so I'll do
Fair.
it.
Let's all go together. Matty, I need to talk with you. It's great news. Fantastic news.
Alright, well, one thing at a time. We already found the library, so, I mean, you're gonna have a hard time topping that. But I'll be right back.
You'd be surprised.
Then you...
Okay, here, you sit down. Sit down.
Well, I instead of sitting down next to the circulation deck, I sit down across. I don't want to be too close.
Mighty will go find
Somehow,
Asa.
you know how people say, like, when you look at the Mona Lisa, it's like the eyes are following you? No matter where you sit, it looks like the black orb is looking at you.
I was just holding his bruising eye and like kind of looking back.
Alright, what were you saying, Joe?
I go find Asa.
Asa, you are currently surrounded by books that you have been looking into to try to figure out what the heck this thing is.
Yeah. Yep, I am.
Asa. Asa.
Hmm?
The other two are here.
Already? It's only been. What time is it?
We've been here for like a couple hours. It's fine.
Oh. Oh, just a couple of hours. All right.
Yeah,
I've lost weeks before, so.
It is a library. But the other two have said they wanted to talk real quick, and Bo is drunk.
Oh, what a surprise! How different for him. Okay.
Oh,
Seven.
God.
Hey! It is different.
It
Right.
is.
He's not high right now.
Well, gosh, we could fix that, I guess.
I don't think they'll
Let's-
let us smoke in here.
Oh no,
That-
not in here. I mean, did you see the Konrasu? I'm pretty sure it would kill us if we smoked around the books. I would kill us. I would never. Not around. But anyways, yes, let's go.
Oh yeah, don't yell. Don't yell in here. The Kamarasu takes it personally.
Oh, why would I yell?
So Bo's here and he's drunk.
Well, right. So good. All that experimentation out of the way, then. Don't yell. Got it.
All right.
Well,
Well,
you all head down the stairs and you get back to the very front of the building, where Kara and Bo are.
While Kara and Bo are
Hello.
waiting for Asa and Maddie to get back, she's going to go ahead and take our healer's tools and try attempt to mess and check on Bo for a DC 15.
Ooh, nice.
Sure.
Hit me up. Oh, I need it. Oh, nice roll.
Ah,
Crit
That's a
success,
crit. Hell yeah. Good job. Oh, perfect.
15.
28. There you go.
All right, I'm back to full.
But you're still drunk.
I appreciate that. No, good. I didn't want to lose that.
Yeah, just try not to pick fights with libraries anymore.
That's-
Librarians.
That's a fair idea. Yeah.
All right, Asa and Maddie, you get down to the front of the building, where Kara and Bo are.
So what's up?
So we got good news and bad news. Well, he has good news. I just have bad news.
Yes. Is your bad news the same as my good news, or are you going to talk about the pricing?
I'm going to talk about the pricing, which is connected to the good news.
Fair enough. You
At least
you
your
s-
good news.
you
I'll
start.
bet- Yeah, I'll just start. The pricing has gone up, has skyrocketed in this place because there's going to be a tournament in a month.
Wait.
A,
You
In a
took my
month.
good thing. I stop because I know I'm getting loud, and I put my hands down.
well, you said me to go. You told me to go ahead.
No, it's fine.
In a month, though. That
Yeah.
seems. All
Apparently,
right.
it's a annual thing, so people get here early.
Oh, so it's a big tournament.
It's
Yeah, it's
the
the
tournament.
tournament.
The tournament.
All of
Yeah.
the Aiudara sword lords were coming, as well as other people from the different countries and big houses. And not only that, but the people that win get to potentially be the new structure of the ruling class here.
Oh,
But that's only for the
that
people that
explains so
own
much.
houses. Now,
Mhm.
outside of that, there's a money prize for the people that win from first to 50 place, and anybody can potentially sign up. You could either be sponsored by a house,
Mhm.
or you could just go and work your way into it and try to climb the ladder.
Nice.
Yes, it's amazing. It's a dueling tournament amongst the best duelists in the land.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of like looks between everyone frantically for a second. He's like, I have to join.
No,
Yes.
you don't.
No, I.
Hang on 1 second before we go down that path, because I can see where Bo's coming from, and I'm also very excited.
Yes.
How much have prices gone up exactly?
Yes, what does that mean?
Well, there's two. It's 2 gold night.
But
Well, real quick, it's normally 3 gold a night with 2
Okay.
silver for food, but he can go down to 2 gold a night if you pay for bulk time.
Oh,
So like a
understood.
week in advance.
All right, so yeah, 3 gold a night plus silver for food, and if we play in bulk, basically a week at a time, it'll go down to 2 gold a night. But that's
That-
a lot that we don't necessarily have.
That's a
Is
lot
that
of
per
money.
person or per room?
a
Room.
room. And they did say that they could potentially get us 2 rooms.
I mean, all right, we can't afford a month.
No, not now. But my thinking, we buy a week right now, 2 rooms. And tomorrow, as much as I would like to do some research, I could start to go look for a job. We could start to get to work by the end of the week. Get payment. Could stick around. You all could finish your research. You know, by the time that you all are done, then we could sort of switch roles if need be. I can read, or I could get ready for the tournament. I'm just saying, we came down here for the research and a job anyways. Might as well strike with the iron hearts. Not only that, but while the city is usually apparently known for its mercenaries, right now, more people than ever are coming to the city, which means there'll be more people in need of good adventurers. There's always going to be a problem that will need to be solved.
Actually, that means there will be less adventurers available.
Well, that's of the common folk. I'm talking of the houses. More houses are coming in. They don't like to solve their own problems. They want to sit and wait for the tournament where they only have to fight a few people. Now, they hire
Hold
out
on.
us for those.
Hold on.
What?
I don't think that we should be making decisions based on hypotheticals and things that could possibly happen. It sounds like a grand adventure that you're spinning up, but as of right now, none of that is happening. So, yes, we should at least buy a week, just so that this journey has enough time for everyone to get all their research in. It wasn't a waste to come down here. But I very well could spend a month in the library. And we don't have anything pressing, so I think it's a good idea to find a job.
He's smiling bigger
several.
as you're talking.
Lay low, buy in bulk at the bar, and then if there happens to be time for people to join a tournament and possibly win some money and renown and whatever you get out of it, then I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
You know
I
you're gonna
agree.
get your ass kicked, right? I mean, these are the best of the best, and you had a
I'm
problem with the
hoping.
goblin dog.
I'm really hoping.
I know very well I'm not making it anywhere near the top. They are going to have outdoor.
That's right, because I am.
If you're not beating me, I'll say that right now. But I guarantee that there are going to be people above us. That is just the reality of things. As much as I do love the crafts and dueling, sword lords, at the very least, sword lords are on a different level, and there's going to be a lot more than just them here. That doesn't make me want to stop any less.
They aren't orc warriors. I could take them.
Well, perfect. We can get the rooms. We'll buy a week in advance. We'll start looking for a job. Mivon's our new home for at least a month.
That is if we can find work.
If we
can't find work, then there's no way we can afford it.
You're right.
Clara, are you
Yeah,
alright?
I have 4 gold to my name at the moment, so yeah, like getting a week's worth for me is just not gonna be happening unless we're basically pulling our resources together.
I have 42.
Yeah, I think we are.
This is all of ours right now. I think once we start getting work from now on, we could start divvying it up a bit more. But the 42 gold I have currently is all of yours.
There was money in that carriage.
Oh, what's
You
that?
know
Oh,
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
That's good.
How much?
There was money in that carriage.
Okay.
Oh, that much.
I like slowly peek over to the Kanrasu to see if they're paying attention.
Sorry, my internet just blinked out a little bit. Say that again?
Oh,
What happened? What I missed?
Maddie said that there was money in that carriage, and they're not saying how much. So Bo's just slowly peeking around to see if the Kanrasu's paying attention to us.
You look over and you see a black orb that looks like it's looking at you, as it has been from every angle that you've looked at this thing.
It's always watching.
Well,
Needless to say, we can get through the week without issue.
Perfect.
good.
They cannot make it through the month though.
All right.
So, I assume you all are done, knowing you two. How about me and Kara go and buy a week for 2 rooms, and we'll come back and we'll spend the rest of the night that we can in here.
Can you look at the rooms? Do we need 2? I mean, it might be a tight fit for
Well,
just one.
If we're
but-
willing, we can do tight fit to the one because this is a larger than normal establishment. It's
Yeah.
ran by an ogre. The drinking hall is almost like a ballroom. It's so big.
There are 5 of us though, so it's gonna be and we're all fairly tall.
I'd be willing to sleep on the floor. I could get some bundles and whatnots to make myself a makeshift bed. I've done it while we're traveling.
I
Yeah.
think between myself and Core, though, 5 of us in a room would just be too much.
Understandable. If needs must, then we can squeeze down. But you're right. First week, 2 rooms.
Fair enough. Okay then. Cora, you want to come back with me? We'll buy the rooms and lead you to the
I
resource?
can just go ahead and do it if you want to stay here and start reading up on your stuff. Like I don't know if you can in this state, but if you want to, I can take care of it.
I would love that. A bit rosy, so I'm sure I'm not going to do it as well. But well, I still want to start looking. If you want,
it'll probably go faster without you tripping all over yourself too. Anyway.
it's very true. How much is that going to be for you? What was it? It'd be 2 gold potentially. So 2
For the week.
That's 4.
The 14. 14 for a week for
Hey,
1
bro.
room, so it'd be like 28 gold for 2 rooms.
Maddie will pass over a bag with some gold in it. 30 gold.
Perfect.
Well, you guys have fun studying. I'll go guest rooms, and I'll be back in a bit.
Thank you, Cara.
Oh yeah, for 2 silver for the food.
Well, that would be for today.
I don't know if like out of character was it 2 gold all for everything, or like 2 gold and 2 silver for the food?
2 gold and then 2 silver additional if you want food with it.
And that's like
Okay, so that's
2 silver every day.
Yeah, for each a day of food that you're looking for.
I mean, I don't think we should do that.
144.
Let's just buy
It
food when
should
we need it.
show here. Bloop.
Oop.
If that showed under settlement details, I put it down in the little broken.
Oh,
description.
nice.
Did nice.
So that's 2 SP per person per day. So
Oh,
man.
yeah. Then we should just purchase food within the city.
Yeah. I mean, we're not. I mean, even if it comes to it, we wouldn't be eating large. It's probably not gonna taste good, but we could go into rations. Like
Yeah.
right now, we're not great on money, so I don't think we should go for the food. Partially.
like, how much is it gonna cost food otherwise? Just like we gotta make sure that
That we're that we can actually eat.
yeah.
So 2 silver, 5 people. That's 10. So a gold per day for all of us.
That's a lot.
So gold per day for all of us. For times 7 days is 7 gold. So 7 plus 28 is 35. So it's 35 gold coins for the week, hands down. And that's let's go ahead and do that for the week, and then we'll reassess after that week.
All right.
All
I'll go
right,
ahead
that's
and
fair.
hand over I'll hand over another 10 gold. That way you have gold left over for yourself. So I handed you 40 gold in total.
Okay.
What we need to do, keep in mind, is we should look for a job that's going to actually probably be in Mivon. So that way we can actually make use of all this. And hopefully
All right, I'll
don't
do that.
travel.
I'll do that after I get the rooms. I'll see what I can find.
Right. Thank you, Cora. We'll be here.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit. If nothing else, meet me back at the Broken Knee.
We'll do. Bo, like, kind of looks for a moment like, no, I remember. Yeah, that's fine.
So she's gonna go over to the Broken Knee, and she's gonna pay for a week's worth of rooms and food for 35 GP.
All right. you head on over. You go to meet the bartender. You give him the money, and he gets you the keys for the rooms.
Are the rooms like ogre size?
There are some that are larger, some that are smaller. He gave you a one that's moderate size for
Okay.
your rough size.
One bed per
Yeah.
room or two?
There is 2 beds per room.
It's not bad. Someone will end up sleeping on the floor, but I mean, we can go in and out.
Yeah.
We can change.
Yeah, and so the car's gonna go out to the bartender. It's just like, so, do you know where someone can get some work done here in town?
Well, it depends what kind of work you're looking for.
My group are a bunch of adventurers, so they typically like to go out and kill things for money.
So heading out into the swamp, well, there's usually some people that are looking to get some nasty creatures out there killed. I'm sure that you can find something on one of the bulletin boards. If you're looking for something in the city, though, that gets a little bit trickier, because the houses usually keep things pretty neat and tidy.
Cool. Who are the houses anyway? We're kind of new here, so like, what are the houses?
What's the best way to put it?
Are there like 3, 4, 5?
There are 12.
Oh, that's a lot.
12 of the houses, they run everything that goes on here. The city is... Well, that's the... sorry, the way that I was about to say that was wrong. You see, Mivon existed prior to the houses being here. But after the houses lost their home up in Rostland, they came down here and settled amongst the locals. And they ended up setting up their own government and all that around us. You know? The houses, they call themselves collectively the Houses in Exile, because they still see themselves as exiled from their home, rather than in their new home. Either way, they contend with one another, they fight one another, and they try to one-up one another. They each work on their duelist techniques and whatnot, trying to advance their art form and try to beat the others and show that their advancements are better.
So, big dick waving contest, got it.
Yep, pretty much.
Alright, I imagine those houses pay better than most, though.
They pay reasonably well if you find work that they're looking for. The bigger issues that adventurers have with working with the houses that the houses already, one of their main sources of income is mercenary work, right? And adventuring work and mercenary work kind of go hand in hand with each other.
They're fairly synonymous.
Yeah, and so
Alright.
like the Aldori houses, they kind of got shit set up for themselves. If they need violence done, they can get violence done themselves, you know?
Understandable. You said there was a bulletin board I could probably look at?
Oh yeah, there's one down in the dueling grounds. There's one just outside the Colosseum. There's a few others labeled at like major spots in the city. The closest one's gonna be the dueling grounds. It's right out that way.
Alright, I'll check it out. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yep, not a problem.
You gave us 2 keys. Can I leave one of the keys with you and you can give it to my friend when he comes back?
Yeah, the Cade and Killian one.
Yeah, the king killing one.
Sure thing. Keeps one of the key.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll see you tonight.
All right, see you tonight.
And she's gonna go out to the dueling grounds.
All right, you get out to the dueling grounds. It is not as its name suggests a place for dueling, but rather a marketplace for people to bicker and argue about what prices and whatnot.
Different type of dueling.
Yes. And when you get there and you go to like the main central hub area, which is located just outside of the main gateway of the Colosseum, you see that there is in fact a bulletin board set up right there. There's a bunch of little things pinned to it.
Alright, she'll give like a cursory glance at the bulletin board, see if there's something about good for the group. If you don't have anything, you don't have to say. I can just say like she looks at it.
Looking through everything, I'm not going to make up a bunch of things, but
Yeah.
I would say that a job that would jump out to her would be a slurk infestation in the nearby swamp is causing issues with transferring goods
dear
from the
God.
farmland. They're looking for some people who are willing to go out and clear out some of the slurks.
Slurks. Isn't that the thing that almost killed Core? I'm sure I'll be fine. Just take the thing.
All right, you take the thing.
They're looking for sacrifices is hilarious. They put it up there just so they know someone will come and feed the slurks.
The only way to keep them pacified and out of the city.
That's hilarious.
All right.
All right.
And yeah, that's
What's Bo doing while Kara goes and does this, and Asa and Maddie get back to researching?
I would like to find some books. While I'm definitely a bit rosy cheeked, and I know I'm probably not going to get as well as what I want, I'm specifically looking for recent history of Brevoy. I know that that's not really going to probably be the biggest seller here in Mivon, but I'm hoping for, I don't know if newspapers would be a thing in this world, but like maybe like scrolls or current events. But also, while I'm on top of it, something I hope they'll have is any information they have on the vanishing. Anything more I can learn about what the hell potentially happened to my family, what happened to me, and figure out if they have any,
All right, so
info on that.
Let's start at the easier one. So
Sure.
you're looking for information about what was it? Current goings on in Brevoy. Right?
Yes. Anything from the vanishing to now.
Roll me a society research then.
Perfect. I do like society rules. I can use public,
That way you can hero point, since it's just research.
and I will hear a point. Come on, Bo. High roll, high roll, high roll. Nope, same. 14?
All right, the main thing that jumps out to you is that you do periodically see, like, there's sort of brochures that are akin to the news going on in the world at the moment, or at least the best that somebody was able to put together. And you do find some news about Brevoy, though unfortunately it is largely stuff that paints Brevoy in a very negative light.
Sure.
There's a lot of things like the cowards in Brevoy have recently gotten into a situation with the elves in the forest to the north. Good luck, elves! To kick their ass. You go, guys.
It's just all sensational.
Yeah, there is some current event stuff there. It sounds like currently Brevoy is in something of a minor civil war.
Shit.
And they seem to be fighting one another. And that there are literally issues with the elves that live in the forest to the north of Brevoy. But yeah, the region seems to be a bit unstable at the moment.
Okay.
As for the second thing, go ahead and roll me another society check to look for the vanishing. This is going to be a much higher DC.
Would I have found anything in that in the first lookings of who potentially is ruling Brevoy? Do I see any names now? Or do I, or more specifically, if I do find them, do I know that name?
The current leader is Nikoleski Sertova.
Sertova.
Yes.
Sertova. Interesting. I remember the Sertova name from just reading, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But does Bo recognize that name at all?
He would recognize that name, but he's not sure how.
Okay.
Not at this time.
Fair enough. All right. Then I'll go for the vanishing.
All right.
High roll.
Pick me a society.
I will hero point. Come on, Bo. God damn it, Bo. 14.
No luck.
Fair. Let's try again another day.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, if that's all they're
And
doing, I'm gonna.
Kara, you get back
Yeah.
to them.
I'm actually not gonna go right back. I'm gonna do some other stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to the tournament area and see what else I can find out about this tournament, as far as like what prizes they have, monetary and stuff at the lower tiers.
Okay, you head on over to the Coliseum, which isn't too far away. It's just like right over there. Go ahead and actually make me a diplomacy if you want to like talk to people to figure out more about it. Or if you have some other plan of attack, let me know.
It'll be diplomacy. I got nothing else that's really better in this aspect. I could do just I guess I could try society, but I think diplomacy makes the most sense. 12.
All right, with a 12, you go asking around trying to get more information, but you're not really able to get out too much in particular. The main thing that you gather is that the tournament is a month-long exhibit of physical prowess and dueling technique. It is for non. It is largely for non-spellcasters, though the mixture of sword and spell is permitted so long as it is performed in tandem with the sword. So you can't just go in just blasting spells. You learn that it is similarly to the library broken down into tiers, where there is the copper, the silver, the gold, and the platinum tiers of combat. To basically to sign up for the thing, you need to go to one of the like qualifier matches that they're going to be running in the month leading up to the tournament. So currently running at the moment, to prove that you're worthy of being put into the games. As far as prizes, you see that it's listed out in percentage points based on the haul that's brought in by mercenaries each year. There is a sharp drop off at the very top because the person who wins the platinum tier one is the mayor and also gets the most wealth, followed by the next and the next and the next and so on. However, it is worth noting that winning even at the copper tier in the upper 12 or so, you get money for that as well. So it is possible to get some money out of this, but it's unspecific about how much it is.
All right. And yeah, the rules are interesting. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that information. And how much more time do I have before they're done like reading stuff? Because I don't think I have time to read anything, so I might as well just use my time out here.
Let's see. They're going to be there for about 2 more hours before it starts getting towards closing time for the library.
Okay, what can I do with 2 more hours? I'm going to check. I'm gonna watch some of the duelists that are doing their dueling thing and just like try to get an idea of how much better they are than like my group.
Sure. Are you just looking like in the streets?
Yeah, the ones who are actually dueling, not the actual, not the performing duelists.
Gotcha. So you go walking around and you're just looking at different duels that are going on. There are a few of them, like I said, that are performing, but you're not paying much attention to them. You go and you look for ones that seem to be legitimately happening, and it's all over the place. There are some where you're like, wow, that person's actually pretty good. But a lot of these seem to be like commoner duels, to the point where like if somebody has a disagreement with their neighbor, they'll have a non-lethal duel with the other to decide how things are going to be handled. It's equivalent to their rock paper scissors.
All right, so it's a whole city of duelists. Jeez.
Yes.
All right.
Their culture is built around martial prowess.
Remember that season of Yu-Gi-Oh where there was the Battle City and they all play Yu-Gi-Oh like throughout the streets and whatnot? It's that, but just with fighting.
Sword fighting.
Yes.
It's just an
It is
anime
worth noting.
city.
As you take some time looking over them, you do notice that there are various styles at work. They don't all perform the same thing. While the vast majority of them are either one sword or one sword and a buckler, they each fight in drastically different ways. Some of them taking on far more defensive styles, others with more aggressive ones. Some jump around a bit more, others run, some slide, and so on. Like, you're picking up that there is a great deal of variety in how different people have learned to fight. It almost seems like everybody has their own particular style that they've developed for themselves. Obviously, you see plenty of repetition, but it's just something that jumps out to you. It doesn't seem like they're all doing the same thing, basically.
Okay. Oh, I want to ask one more question about the tournament. Did anyone say anything about like what the equipment qualifications were? Like, are you allowed to use striking runes and potency runes and stuff, or is it just steel on steel?
It is steel on steel. You
Alright.
would, be equipped with items that are in the gladiatorial arena, so they would arm you with their stuff.
Okay, cool. All right, that's all I want to know. And now I'm gonna head back to the broken knee.
All right. You all in the library eventually finish up doing your research, and you hear from the Kanarasu lets out a very faint but long-reaching voice, says, "Statement, the library is closing shortly. Please prepare to leave."
We should make our way up then.
Is
Yep.
it all? It hasn't. How's it? I need some sort of clock or something, because I could have sworn it wasn't that long, but.
Well, if you look and you point to the window where it's dark,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't like that when we came
What?
in. No,
No.
it's
I'm pretty sure that it's been dark the whole time.
no.
Is it really dark? I mean, I can see.
I
just
can see
fine.
through it. Yeah.
There'll be plenty of time for more
Doesn't
reading.
seem dark to me. It's a
Hmm.
good point, Maddie.
We need to get back to the broken knee. It's time to rest, and then get to work.
All right,
Hmm.
fine.
Right. Sir, I don't know how to address you to the Kunrasu. I say
It
to the
just stares
Kunrasu,
at you.
I'm sorry.
It just stares at
I call them librarian.
Right, okay. Do you have a system of borrowing books, or all books have to be consumed in the library?
Response. All books must be consumed at the library at this time.
That's fair.
Houses, membership
This
of the
time.
houses may take out books for a limited period of time until such time as another person inquires about the book, at which point they will be informed and given a week to return it for the next person.
All right.
No.
Well, I need to get married to somebody.
We may not need to go that far. With this job and whatnot, if we could potentially find something worthy enough, we could get acceptance by the house into the tournament for the people who want it. We could get
Right.
book rental propriety from the library underneath it.
You're right. I think it would be a great idea for one of us, all of us, to become extremely indebted to a house of the Aldori. Well known to them, under their tutelage. They pay us, and yeah, we use all the resources. That seems like a great idea.
I know what you're getting at, but the Aldori
What
are
we-
good people. I would not be against that.
I'm not saying they're not good people.
I know what you're saying, though,
Hmm.
and I
Alright.
understand that. I'm just saying
Alright.
I think it is a possibility. If there is a job that would fill that, even if it would, that sounds like quite the job. But I'm just saying, for me, it'd be on the table, but it would of course be a group decision.
Well,
We'll be
if it's
back
something
tomorrow. Maddie
You're
says it.
comfortable with, as we're being pushed outside. Well, no, we're having a go. Okay.
Correction. You are having a conversation outside.
Yeah, that's right, I
Yeah,
guess.
interesting. This way. The broken knees will be staying. It's close by.
All right.
Good. Means we can get back here early.
We're
I
gonna
know. Oh, we didn't even ask what time they open. I assume dawn.
dawn the moment the sun rises.
I mean, we should probably eat first. We'll be able to stay longer if we do.
Oh, that's good. They probably don't allow snacks, but yeah, no. Good thinking, Maddie.
I lead them towards broken knee.
All right. You all reach the broken knee. When you head on inside, as I previously described, it's a large ballroom area, ballroom type area with regards to its ceiling height. There are a number of tables set out, and most of them are filled by people at this point. There is a performance going on stage at the moment. It seems to be a play. Although there is a play going on, there are people. Actually, no, maybe as a part of a play going on, there's a bunch of people getting drunk while they're sitting down at their tables. You see the ogre behind the bar gives a wave to you all and is waving you over.
Hello, good to see you again. These are
Oh,
my
good to see you.
these are my companions.
Oh, good
Nice.
to see you all.
Nice to meet you. I'm Maddie.
Anyway, here's the key.
Thank
They're
you.
gonna take out a key and set it down to you.
Has my other companion come back yet?
Yeah, she left a key for you.
Are they here now?
Yeah, I think they went up to their room.
Perfect.
Maybe.
Right.
I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying too much attention.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well then, I guess unless you two want to do something, we should go to the room.
Yeah, so what brings you all to town? I got to know your friend here, but I don't know you two.
Well, I'm here for the library, and also, I'd like some food and some ale if you got it. That sounds fantastic.
We do have some ale. It's 2 copper per mug at the moment. Although if you come back during the slow season, it can get down to a single copper.
Maddie's gonna drop 4 copper onto the table. I'll take 2 mugs to go with dinner, please.
All right, dinner is 2 silver.
I believe we've already paid.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. He checks a book real quick. Yep, right here. Yep, all paid.
But I'm here primarily for the library. Nothing more I love than a bunch of books.
Go be honest, not too many people come here looking for the library. Most of it's just that old shit from Rossland.
The old
You now have two. You now have 2 Mivon alcohol in your inventory.
Yeah.
the old shit from Rosslyn? Is that what you said?
Yep.
What do you mean by that?
Oh right. So outsiders, keep forgetting. Gosh,
Right. Yes.
I think I would know. It's just we don't usually get outsiders who don't know the local history and all that. But Rossland used to be up north, up where Brevoy is.
Mm-hmm.
It was a country where most of the Aldori came from. Well, something happened so many years ago. They got kicked out of their homes or something, and they ended up coming down river to here. They set themselves up, and here they are. They've been living here ever since.
So most of the books
Anyway,
are
their country was called Rossland.
right.
The library was set up to keep all their precious histories and whatnot under lock and key and keep it safe.
I see.
Unfortunately, from what I understand, they lost a lot of it in the raids.
Who raided them?
There's some asshole named Cor the Conqueror or something like that.
Oh, that jerk.
I don't know, it
Hey.
sounds like a fake name to me. You know how they do the alliteration in fake names and all that? Cor the Conqueror. Well,
Right,
then
it does
again, I
sound really
suppose-
fake.
Right?
Mhm.
But I mean, I guess there's also the case could be made that someone named Coral was just like, I'm going to choose Conqueror instead of King because it has a C. You know what I mean?
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
king and coral, it has the same sound.
Yeah, true. But you know what I mean?
But you're
Like
right, you're right,
Emperor
you're right,
Coral
right,
wouldn't
right.
quite come off the tongue quite as well.
Yeah.
It's like, or Coral the Dominator, or Coral the Victorious.
It's the
or something
reason
like
that they
Mhm,
call it
mhm.
Drevlin Colosseum because people from Rosslyn came down here. The Drevlin isn't that a outdoory from Rosslyn?
Oh no, that's a Mivoni, Aldori.
Is
He
that
was,
right?
yeah, when that Coral fella, done fucked up their homeland or whatnot, he challenged all the Sword Lords to a duel, and yeah, that one fella there, I believe he was House Kilvis, Drelvin, yeah, that's his name, Drelvin, the guy on the arena.
Hmm.
Yeah, that fella was the one who actually spilled Coral's blood.
Did he?
Yep.
I see.
So they kind of honor him a good bit. They also did a lot of damage to them dragons and whatnot. Or at least that's what they say, and that's why they put up that ridiculous statue, but...
That's quite the story. Up to our rooms in, everyone. Yes.
Yep, yep.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Good night.
Alright, well, if you want, there's a show going on at the moment. We got them going on every night. And that's just if you choose to come down and enjoy yourselves. Otherwise, have a good night.
Just like a band sort of show, or like an actual sort of theater production or something.
Well, tonight we got a theater production. Tomorrow we're going to have a musical performance. The night after that, I think we have something set. I gotta check the books again, but I think we have a dueling match that's going to be going on stage. It's supposed to be an extended match. It's going to be quite interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, knives only. It's going to be really fascinating.
That sounds really interesting. Thank you.
That's what the gold pays for.
I gotta say, sounds kind of worth it. This is gonna be pretty awesome. Maddie returns her 2 empty mugs and the empty food bowl. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
We'll head upstairs.
All right, and you head on up to your rooms.
Is Kara there?
Nah, car gets in late.
Hmm.
Kara is not in either of the rooms yet.
Well, I guess we will need to wait for her, see if she found out anything, any jobs or whatnot. How about you two? Did you all find out anything worthwhile at the library?
Yes, I found out that I am blessed by the sign of the adventurer.
What does that mean?
Well, so you have the 1 second, let me click the bloody thing. You have the cosmic caravan with the moving star.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out that star is associated with the stargazer, which is a mark of either the fool or the prophet who watches the heavens, searching for lost treasure and new wonders. So basically, sign of the adventurer.
I see. Huh.
That or it's related to the stranger, which is a single staring eye. But I don't feel like that really connects to anything that we've got going on.
Right, right.
Interesting. I wonder.
Well,
I wonder if there's going to be any sort of, well, interaction outside of this. I mean, a blessing's a blessing. Who knows? Maybe it'll just be good fortune, but.
What about you? Any luck with the trinket?
Yes. It is called Blight Heart. It's used almost exclusively by hags. You feed it hearts, and it gives power. It's pretty nasty. So
It's used by hags?
yes,
What the heck were Rogovog's chosen doing with it?
exactly.
Good question.
And it was common enough amongst hags. About a quarter of them used it, but again, almost exclusively hags. So how they got one, why they had one, what they were doing with it, is very strange.
Well, what are we going to do with ours?
Well, I don't fancy feeding hearts into it,
Neither do I.
so I think we put it into our bag for now. And until we can find someone of larger magical talent to take care of it.
Hmm.
If Warsack was around, then I would say that we should give it to him, but he is not, and I don't want to leave it with Dorothea, because Dorothea would probably, well, she wouldn't use it, but I can't imagine she wouldn't be curious
no.
about it.
I think she'd be curious about what happened and she could find a heart.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to have a great grasp of the society interactions. So yeah, probably best to not hand that to her.
Yes. So I think we'll have to sit on it for now, unfortunately. But it's a very curious subject.
Well, fair enough.
Car walks in.
Cora,
Oh,
Hello,
hey.
Cora.
So, do you guys
Yo.
want to fight some slurks?
Slurks, like the thing that almost tried to drag away Core.
Yep. That won't be PTSD, right?
I'm sure Core could take it. Yeah, they are strong.
Yeah.
Is that the only one you could find?
It's the only one that jumped out. The rest of them either look like way too high level for us, or just not worth our time.
Fair enough. Well, job is job.
We could also just sit on it, stay in the area and take care of some other stuff. See if something more interesting comes up. I mean, we still have all these things from the wagon that we need to investigate. Maddie's gonna dig out the cloak, the unusual object, and the two vials of mysterious liquid.
Oh,
That's right. Yes, we should probably try to find some sort of magical item shop. See if they could help us figure out what these are.
I
I'm
could
sure
try.
Asa could do it if she could tear herself away from the library for a bit.
Well, they kicked me out because it's 8 o'clock, and apparently that's when the library closes. So I do have some free time.
Alright, well, I do actually have my potency room that needs to be affixed still.
I can't do that, so we'll have
Oh,
to
you
find
can't?
somebody who can.
That sucks. Alright.
Not yet, not yet. You know, when we reach level 3, and I can take
Well, I
magical
level up
crafting.
twice.
Listen.
I haven't quite figured out how to connect those things to the innate power, so
Well, I guess if that's that, then we will, in the morning, we can potentially find a place to figure out the rest of these items, whatever Asa can't get to, and then we can potentially try to go kill some slurks.
We could
Or,
take on some little jobs, but you were thinking that we could try to connect ourselves to one of the Aldori houses.
I think, honestly, if there is an opportunity to do so, it could be very beneficial for all of us. Yes, we all know.
Do you think they'll...
We all know the risk, but I'm not planning to do any announcing anytime soon, and well, no one in Mivon, especially Adore, is going to know who I am by look, at the very least. So if we were to get the favor of a house, it could help me get into the tournament. If anyone else wants in the tournament, they would also be able to. By what the bartender said downstairs, or having a house sponsor you that's you're in. Outside of that, it could help with research. It could take home books, speed up the process. And I would imagine higher paying jobs and potentially even lodgings. Now, the thing is, whatever we do take on, granted if it's provided by the houses, and even if we could get into that job, it's going to be a bit more dangerous. I don't think it's ever deterred us before, but it's something we should keep in mind.
Well, that's the main problem with that is that the houses have their own guns that they rely upon, their own muscle. So it's just
Exactly.
like they're not really going to reach out to us, and I don't think we can do much to impress them at this point.
I think tomorrow we could spend a day looking around. Now, if we find something, who knows? But if not, you're probably right. I would imagine most houses are going to have a lot of hands already filled, but, well, there's 12 different houses. That's just of the Aldori people here. And then there's other Aldori people coming in from Roslyn. If we can get any of them to take us in and sponsor us, it'd be extremely beneficial. Money and for our other needs. I'm just saying, maybe one day of looking around and seeing if we hear anything. It could work.
I don't know. Not that it's not that it's a terrible idea, but I think the biggest problem you're going to run into is that if I was going to want to say insert a spy into another house or something along that lines, I assume there's all sorts of political intrigue and backstabbing and all that nonsense. This would be kind of the point to do it, because there's so many new faces, so to speak.
It's true.
So it's probably easier that they probably stay away from outsiders during this time period.
Well, I mean, what harm could be one day of looking around? See if we hear anything. You know, we've only spent a few hours tonight, and I mean, that was honestly only Kara. We split out tomorrow. Some people go about their business doing shopping or identifying things. Other people's. I would like to go spend more time around the streets and see the dueling and whatnot. Could even potentially go up to the more noble districts. I mean, obviously don't try to sneak into any place. That's not a very good look if we are to find something. But what's one day going to hurt if we just look? If we don't find anything, there's slacks. And I guarantee they're going to be there by the 2 days after now. I mean, even with all the people coming in there, they're fucking slacks.
Yeah,
Bastards are
and
gonna
who knows?
Always be
They
there.
might even be slow from all the other adventurers they ate.
Honestly. What do you all think? One day of looking around, see if we can find anything like potentially being under a house. Is that something you would be interested in?
I don't know, like, what exactly would we be looking for?
Well, honestly, it'd be whatever they're offering. It would be the job from one of the houses. It could be anything from the High Lord, which is extremely unlikely, to one of the lower classes. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a nephew of a nephew. If they are of a house, we can get the favor.
I'll do some research tomorrow on the houses and see if we can't suss out which ones might be less inclined to have their own niches filled.
Yes.
Or you could ask around, but that might invite trouble, asking around so early. We just got here.
I think both. I can be careful with how I talk. I know, like Maddie said, these people are probably a bit on guard because of the time of year. But I also know, well, high class society. I'll be able to make sure that, I'm not pushing too far, while also being able to probably get a decent bit of info.
Well, it's your time. You can do what you want with it. I had a little bit of time earlier today to basically check out this tournament thing you guys are so excited about. Apparently there are some rules. You can use magic as long as it's channeled through the sword or the weapon that you're using. So that's okay for you, Maddie. You should be good with your spell strikes and stuff.
Wow.
You use the weapons that are provided. You don't have your own weapons, so no magical gear. There is also decent prizes for each tier of the tournament, which is copper, silver, gold, and platinum. So you might actually get some decent money if you can survive long enough.
It seems that ranking structure is very prevalent in this city. I wonder if other things use it as well.
Probably. There were sections of the library that we weren't allowed access to. I mean, probably could have asked Jeff, but I feel like the librarian would not have appreciated that.
Another
Mm-mm.
thing that being
He
under
would
a
have found out.
house, being under a house would help. We get a house favor. You all could read those platinum tier books.
A favor is one thing, as long as we're not beholden to anyone. I'm not looking to get beholden to anyone else.
No. Listen, everyone needs champions or their work cleaned up. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to be their servants or indentured to them, but it could be good for us. Beneficial for both. So, I'll look around tomorrow. Lisa, you could read on the things. Matty, I think you want to go get those items looked at. Is there anything else you want to do?
I mean, there's plenty of things to do in this city. I could find. I'm not sure exactly what my priority list is. I'm very happy with today.
What about you,
But-
Cora? Oh, well,
I was gonna say I didn't know. I'll figure something out.
perfect. Cora?
I was thinking about going to hit the library, but if we're gonna be here in like a month, I'm not too worried about getting it done right now. I might look for some look to do some work in town just to get some coin in my purse.
Fair enough. Well then, tomorrow we go about and see the town. I will take the other room. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to get some sleep right now. The earliest I could sleep, the more early I can wake up and start to hit the streets.
Sass, what is the procedure on identifying items? Does it take a certain amount of time, or?
So it is simply skill checks. You don't need to
Mhm.
cast anything for it. You say which thing you want to identify and what school of magic you want to identify it with.
Mm.
If it's the wrong one, but you get a successful roll, I give you a hint onto what is the successful one. Then you do what is the right one, rather, and then you do another skill check for that one until you sort of whack-a-mole and figure out which one it is and identify it.
How long
How
does
long
that
did
take?
the check take?
Mhm.
10 minutes.
Oh wow! All right.
Shit.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
pop those babies out. Let's go.
I'm gonna pop these babies out. I got 2 liquids, a cloak,
And an unusual object.
what does an unusual object look like?
That's the curse one. Go for that one
Let's
first.
see.
Mm-hmm. Listen, some
It-
of us has to get cursed.
It's a
It might as well
shield
be
with a
me.
lion on
I-
it.
Okay, if it's in someone else's
Weird.
inventory, who has it at the moment?
Probably
do.
yeah,
Maddie.
probably do.
Okay, hand them over to Asa.
All right.
Oh
so
no! Oh no! I'm
And
being
just
covered.
touch them.
here's an
Oh.
unusual object.
No, don't do it.
For some reason, it says there are 2 of it.
Oh, there is one more thing before we actually get into the actual identifying. Let's roll back the clock a little bit. When we were talking about the was it the Briarheart? Is that it?
Mhm.
Yeah. We were talking about the Briarheart and you told us all those things. Bo would say, can I hold it?
Sure. Well, I was going to give it to you to put into the bag because I don't want to hold it. It's very heavy.
Fair enough.
It's made out of thorns.
Actually, I need a beer back real quick, sorry.
Okay.
So Bo holds out his hand for it.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
You're just not on the
Alright,
on the thing, so I
alright.
can't give it.
Listen, I'm testing to see if you're cursed. All right, that's all I'm really doing here. If you're just gonna give it up, I think you're good.
I held all those items and I wasn't cursed, so I'm good.
That's true. If you're also giving them away, you know, unless it would be pretty smart to make a curse item that's like a parasite that just wants to be passed around. So it's like, yeah,
Hey.
take it.
Mm.
It also might be you have to use the item in question. Like I didn't
Mhm.
equip anything.
It's true.
Pretty sure
Uh-huh.
that's not a cloaker. Pretty sure.
Pretty sure. It's hanging out until it sees me and it's like, ah, this bitch.
Ah, fuck
That's
that.
the easy
cat.
meal right there.
Pretty much happened with fucking
It's
Erlen.
true.
Everyone's like, "Oh, look at all this horde." Everyone's like, "I'll pick up this one." Her fucking hand's gone now. God damn it! I will never get over that. Fucking. I think the exact message in Discord you sent, Rebecca, was fucking identified pussy. And it's just like, okay, so some things are gonna happen.
It was hilarious.
Then you're like, well, fine.
I'm so
And-
done, dude.
And then we started our whole campaign. Listen,
Yeah, that was just
Yeah, that was where the tyrant came from. Was that exact
100%
moment?
That
Yeah.
moment.
of an outside influence being like, so you're not gonna do identify? Okay.
Peer pressure.
We weren't
Alright.
even in session. It was like
Uh-uh.
through Discord on like the day after.
Yeah,
Oh, it was the best.
it was. Oh, that was great.
Identified pussy. Okay.
All right, I am back. So what do you want to identify first?
Well, Cody wants me to give him the blight heart because
I just want to see if he'll hand it
Yeah.
over.
if I'll hand it over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. Wait. Let me find the cursed item in my inventory.
The
Oh
cursed-
wait.
Oh,
Am I on? Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
God.
no. My mic's hot.
So this thing eats hearts. I think it's worth a check if you'll let it go.
What do you? Why would you? Oh, Sess took it from me. All right.
Okay.
I'm trying to get it over onto
Ah.
the sheet.
What's this? A PM from Sess?
Here we go.
Just-
And drag. Okay, there you go.
Perfect.
Yay.
I'll put that in the backup. I ain't gonna keep that on my person. Put that down there.
All right.
Okay. So yeah. So I'm gonna Why I have 4 unusual liquids, or is it just 2?
There's 2 different ones.
Okay.
You have 4 unusual liquids, 1 unusual liquid of a different shape
Okay.
and type, and then
Okay.
2 unusual objects of the same type,
Okay, and an unusual cloak. Jesus.
and an
Okay.
unusual cloak.
All right.
Yeah, that
Well,
wagon was loaded.
That was a big wagon.
All right. First thing we're gonna do is knock out Arcana for everything because that's what I'm really good at,
The bread and butter.
Well, let's do it 1
Yeah.
item at a time for simplicity.
sir. I just want to roll like 18 Arcana checks,
We
and then
just
we'll
spam this button.
I don't want to have to figure out which one each roll means.
Let me
Okay.
spam the button until they're good, Sess.
Are these secret?
No, they're public.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do unusual cloak first.
Yeah.
Arcana. Oh, good roll.
Oh, my bad. It is secret. It's literally in there as a secret
Damn.
check. But that's fine. I'll keep that one.
Okay.
The cloak is in fact arcane. You
Oh.
identify
Thank God.
the cloak of repute.
Repute.
Cloak of repute. Nice. That's probably for Cody.
Repute. Aha.
This gaudy and extravagant cloak, perfect,
Oh my god, it is for me.
is adorned with brilliant gems and a fur trim.
Oh my god, it's so...
Oh my god! Oh my god, this is for you.
Oh my god. What is it called?
Oh,
Cloak
Oh
of
man,
Repute?
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Cloak of Repute.
Getting you a +1 item bonus to diplomacy checks to make an impression. Creatures attempting to learn about you gain the same bonus to gather information about you.
Oh, maybe I should wear it in this town.
No, you skipped a little bit there. It's while wearing this clone, you gain instant fame and notoriety.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Why? I know there's a There's probably a big risk wearing that, but that's probably exactly what we should wear.
Oh,
I'm
no.
totally gonna get us in the house wearing this.
It has an ability.
It does.
Yeah.
It does have an ability.
Activate.
Rolled your great stature to make a request of a creature. If you roll success on the check, you get a critical success instead. Oh boy.
Dude,
Wow.
I'm expert in diplomacy. I have a +9.
Mm.
This will give me a +1 for making impression. I get to use it twice a day.
Goodness.
No, once per day.
Oh no,
Once a day,
I'm reading
buddy.
Greater Cloak of Repute.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
That's
okay.
so
So
cool.
now I'm going to do unusual object. I'm gonna still do an arcane check first.
Okay. All right, you identify Silver Sheen, a consumable made of a type of silvery paste that you can apply to weapons, a thrown weapon, or 10 pieces of ammunition. It spoils quickly once out of the bottle, so once you open the vial, you must use it all at once. And for the next hour, your weapon counts as being silvered.
Oh.
Okay. That would be really important for certain situations.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
Yep, if you ever need a weapon that does silver damage.
All right. So then I'm going to do unusual liquid that I have 2 of, and we're just going to hit out Arcana first.
All right, you can tell that this isn't Arcana,
Mm-hmm.
but you're fairly sure that this falls within the realms of nature or divine. But by looking into it closely or thinking back to all your studies and whatnot, you're able to identify an elixir of life, lesser.
Oh, why you can
Interesting.
make those?
You can. Oh, okay, that's why.
All right, cool.
Nice.
All right, cool.
Two
All
more.
right. Just one.
There's only one of those.
Oh. Yeah, there's 2 silver sheens, 1 elixir of life, and 4 random unusual liquids. So that is my last arcane check.
I will note they are the same color as the other if you want to make a different check.
So.
Oh, they're
Nature
elixirs of life,
divine?
but yeah,
Yeah,
but
probably-
probably bigger, probably lesser.
Yeah.
They're probably minor.
Yeah, we have minor.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, it's the same, so I'll roll religion, because I don't have any.
Yep, and they are definitely minors.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Cool.
Good.
Now
haul.
label them.
Yeah,
Label them.
Label
they're
them.
labeled.
Yeah.
I think Seth can like reveal them. Like he clicks on it and like.
Yes.
No,
That's cool.
No. In character, put labels on them.
Okay.
Oh no, only I get to know.
Yeah, you know what it is. This is red drink to you.
Okay. I'm going to keep lesser for myself, and then I'm gonna give everybody else another minor.
Nice.
Silver Sheen I think would be best for probably Kara and
There you go. Everyone's got a token on the board now.
okay, good. Probably Kara and Bo, just because Maddie
Imagine
can make
Matt's
her
got
shit.
2.
Well,
Oh, whoops! I skipped Asa.
'Cause
Or,
Maddie
sorry, no,
is,
I skipped Kara.
because Maddie can do magic shit.
Right. I say give that to Kara. She's our like consumable expert with the poisons and whatnot and all that. So like that's like in her wheelhouse anyways.
Okay. Do you think both, or do you want one?
It is 2. That's right. What do you think, Steve?
Of what? For Elixir of Life Minor?
No, this
No,
is
no,
the
no.
silver.
The Silver Sheen.
Yeah.
Go and give me one.
So one
Okay.
and one.
You give one to me and give one to Bo.
Okay.
Okay. And then oh god, I will hand this over and then I'll like stop for a second and I'll be like, this will be very powerful in the right moment. I don't think this place is the right moment. All right?
What is it?
Very fancy.
It's very fancy. That's all you want to tell me about it.
Well, I gave it to you, and I wrote up a little description.
Oh,
for
thank you. Oh, you wrote a card. Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
What does level 4 mean?
It means fuck you.
Okay.
I know it is. But that's what the Arcana said.
Fair enough.
Hey, Bo, what's with Bo's perception?
Do you ask Bo what Bo's perception is?
what
Out
is
of-
Bo's perception?
My perception is a 6.
6? Alright, my kid, Kyra has an 8 perception. Does anyone have better than an 8 perception?
I think you're the best. I
Yeah.
think Core may also have pretty high.
Nope, core is 7.
Core 7, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, maybe I should hold on to the bag of holding, and I can stick my potions and stuff in there. Because, like, if anyone tries to steal it, I have the best chance of them not seeing it.
That is
No, it's again.
true. That is true. If you're
Very
willing
true.
to hold all the bullshit with it, you know. I'll see
Yeah,
why not.
if it fits in the bag of holding, it should be fine.
You're right.
Hold on. Don't transfer it.
No,
Like it's
because
funky.
I will also. I'll say this. I'll say, you would. There's a character. Could you give me a backpack and you could take the bag of holding then?
Alright.
Okay, perfect. And then, well, let's work that out because I feel like that is going to be a lot of things.
We can do that like next week or whatever before a game if you need to take time to do it all. I just figured it'd make the most sense for the person with the highest perception to hold the bag of holding.
That's probably smart. I didn't think about that. He'll work it. He'll work it. So,
working on it.
so the cloak. I understand what you're saying. Now, for everyone else, take a look at this card. Now, this could be very helpful tomorrow, but I see what you're saying. It could also be very detrimental if things go poorly.
I mean, honestly, it's probably just not worth the chance. Even if things go well, they could still present a problem. You don't want to be too rememberable.
My question, it says instant fame and notoriety. It's not gonna be everyone knows my name automatically, I would assume.
Nope, it's just easier to learn more about you.
Right.
While you get that +1, everybody else gets a +1 to learn about you, too. Because there's reputation and fame out in the world now.
True.
People can more easily identify who you are. Like people, like you remember that guy with the fancy cloak? Oh yeah, I saw that guy with the fancy cloak.
Yep.
Super fancy. Well, yeah, he's part of the Golarion. What?
What? I don't think that should get out though. At least in the town, people. I think it could be very helpful. I think people
Buddy.
will just know us.
Look, somebody would need to take the initiative to be like, I want to learn about this person. So that's the first big thing. Then if they want to learn about that person, they have a +1 to gather information about you in trying to learn who you are and where you come from. Now that's probably going to be a high DC because you're not from this place.
DC guys.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, there is somebody in town who knows who you are. Guaranteed. At minimum, there is one person.
Yeah. I'm just saying, as a player.
Captain of a boat who you screwed over.
Oh, shit. He should be leaving.
Once he gets a new crew.
It's not like he's stuck in town for some reason.
Oh, I will note, Kara saw on the bulletin board there was a thing of a notice looking for sailors.
Shit.
Heading down to Fort Liberthane.
Now, I'll say that as a player. All right. This is gonna help us get in a house.
But don't make me regret this.
But
Mm-hmm.
if it fails, we gotta. If the bad things happen, that's gonna be a fun quest too, guys. Come on, this is a win-win.
We're level 2.
That's the best response to that.
Man, that Pathfinder game that we'd all looked forward to for so long ended in session 12.
The moment we went to a city,
You didn't even make it to level 3.
I got.
You're an expert in deception, and you got a 9. Like that's it.
I got my no. That's a diplomacy. I am not an
Oh.
expert in deception.
Even better. If you put that cloak on, I'm gonna set it on fire.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this. I will not put it on while I'm looking for a house, but I'm gonna keep it handy. If something comes up, no promises. Okay.
Understandable.
But-
There's definitely times when we need
There'll
to
be
use,
times.
like that will be great,
Yes.
and especially once we become more powerful and we
Mm.
get like a reputation. Totally fine with people knowing shit about you.
Once we leave this city, I'm
Yes.
wearing this 24/7. This is great. I want people to
God.
know me once we leave the city.
I know
But
you say it every time.
Yes.
Every time we get in battle,
I'm
you
no
say
longer
it.
Golarion.
I
Now,
know.
Sus, what is the attunement type of process with magical items? Is that, can I just put this on and off in Pathfinder? Does it take time?
10
Is
minutes.
it? Oh my
You
god,
invest over 10 minutes.
it's so short. I can do that. I can whip that on any time.
It's the same as like investing. Sorry, it's the same as like a medicine check or
Right.
any of these other things.
Yeah, it says toggle investing your equipment.
Yeah.
Is there a limit?
But that activates it. 10 items can be invested at a time, unless you get a general feat by having 16 charisma at higher levels, which increases it to 12 investment slots.
Damn, this game wants you to have magic items. 10 is the limit for base shit.
Yep.
That's crazy. They're like fucking
And
wear
that's
'em.
only for investment items, too. There's a lot of magic items that aren't invested.
That's awesome.
But yes, this game wants you to have magic items.
So, can I wear it but not invest in it, and like the effect won't be there?
Homie,
Yeah, you won't get any benefit from it.
Okay.
homie,
You'll just
people are
be
gonna
having
make you a
cloak.
mark instantly. They're gonna try steal your shit so hard. Are you kidding?
That's true. Your cloak is finery with gems inlaid in it.
Man,
Every pickpocketer is gonna come after you.
But it would
Every
look
single
so
one.
cool.
It looks so
You're
cool.
missing like 3 gems in a part of the row
Yeah.
that lines the neckline. Like,
You're right. I mean, this town does have a lot of criminals, actually. At least refugee criminals from Brevoy. Honestly,
Yeah.
their criminals probably aren't that bad, because my home wasn't great. We probably locked up a lot of people for some bullshit. So the people down here that are quote unquote criminals are probably just like, dude, I just smoked a little flame leaf. They gave me 10 years. I fucking bust out.
As a reminder,
this is
we
all
are in
fair.
the River Kingdoms.
yes.
Yeah, the River Kingdoms.
The population of criminals is like 98% of the population. That extra 2% got lost. They have no idea where they are.
A Rask is a criminal for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, I love this.
I know you do, buddy.
All right, I won't put it
You
on.
could also sell it. It's 90 gold.
Hell
Deal with
no,
your,
there's no way in hell. You have to pull this off my dead fucking body.
I'm just
I
saying
mean,
it would
if you
cover
wear
your
it,
month
then-
of expenses.
You will be
It
dead.
would.
Yeah, it would.
We'll let you go
Bo
to
says
the
while
tournament.
kind of like putting it on his shoulders and ruffling it a little bit. Yeah, sure, it would. Shame.
It curls up in the corner under his cloak as a blanket.
Yeah, Bo says you all can take the bed for the night, and then he uses the as a blanket. Oh shit!
I'm not gonna argue with him. I want a bed, so.
Instant fame and notoriety. This is gonna be exactly what Bo needed. I'm so happy now.
No, it's gonna be exactly what he wanted, not what he needed.
Oh, well, fair. It'll help. It'll help. Guaranteed. Down the road, it'll help us. Maybe. Oh.
You're gonna have a hell of a hangover in the morning.
So, yeah. Is there anything else we want to do tonight? Or you want to go to the mall where we're scouting out the town?
Could I learn a spell tonight? I know I've been doing a lot, but
How long does it take?
An hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if it takes an hour, I'm also going to do that exact same thing.
Okay.
Did Maddie learn a spell from the lizard folk, or did they give her a scroll? What was that happened?
No, they gave her a bonus to skinning like reptiles.
Crocodiles.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Crocodilians.
I will say
yeah.
it would probably be a good idea to have somewhere on your sheet to keep track of those little boons, because I will be handing out little boons like that periodically.
Ooh.
Love it. Could do that in the the biography probably.
Yeah.
Little notes
It
section.
might also be a good idea to like put in the context, so that way we can remember why you have that boon.
Sure.
Just fucking cuz.
Huh.
I can skin crocodiles?
Yeah, what is this?
Ooh.
It's
How's
4
that?
years later.
Exactly.
When did this fucking happen? What spells are you guys gonna go for?
That's none of
Uh,
your business.
Fair.
I'm just gonna learn alarm right now. I want to put it on a wand for us.
It's great.
I want to learn endure.
Mm.
Nice. I will note it is currently 9 p.m.
That's fine.
All right. That's really okay.
Yeah, Carl's gonna watch the
So-
show.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I forgot there's a
and
theater show down there. God damn it.
when Kara gets down there, you see Kara sees that the play that is currently going on is called "The Treachery of the Rogarvians."
I was literally just about
It
to
is-
say the Bo is going to like he was gonna go to the front door because he's like, I want to get in one duel out in the street. But then he's like, no, you have to be rested for the morning. So he would go and he would watch the play. Oh, look what it is.
It is a theatrical reenactment of the traitorous and deceptive and dishonorable methods used by the Rogarvians in conquering Rostaland.
I'll actually pay quite a good amount of attention to it. You know what? Bo is.
Bo is actually going. I thought he was cuddled up in the corner.
No,
with
no,
his
no.
cloak
Because
like a
Bo
fucking
actually
Gollum in the ring.
Bo was going to go out and do a duel, but then he'd stop himself and be like, no, you need to be up early for tomorrow. So just, get a little dinner and then go to bed. But he's downstairs. He sees that. And I think Bo is like, he's been getting hit a lot with your family fucking sucks the past like day and a half. But at the same time, Bo has always kept in mind being like, I am going to be king one day and I have to be better to my family. So if these people hate my family, I need to listen to why. So Bo will actually get dinner and he's going to sit front row. And even if some of the shit is exaggerated or some of it even bullshit, or most of it's true, he doesn't care. He's going to take in every little thing of what they say and try his best to remember that. See, like, what his quote-unquote enemies think of his family and how he could have done things. So he's going to pay good attention while eating. And he'll sit with Kara.
All right. You just sit down and watch the play. Coming into it part the way through, it takes you a little bit to catch up on it, but you get to a part where it seems that the main character, or sorry, the main antagonist in this case, Coral,
Oral.
who is up on stage, is going through a series of duels. But in each of these duels, they do something that the crowd jeers at. They pull off some type of maneuver or something that is seen as like a dishonorable way of fighting. Some type of subterfuge or something like that. Something that a upfront duelist wouldn't do. Often lots of heavy magic and shit like that. Or calling in somebody else to do something for them. You know what I mean? Things that's not your strength, you're leeching off of others to do stuff for you.
Right.
The last one has him going up against the greatest of the duelists, which is supposed to be Drelvin Gilvas. This person puts on a very good show going through the fight. Drelvin the actor has, Coral down on the ropes, basically, has beaten the crap out of this guy, and was about to deliver the final killing blow when the actor for Coral speaks out some cursed words and freezes everything. The lights that surround the show get about grim and dark as it seems that Coral starts speaking in some strange occult language and curses this figure, rendering them paralyzed for a period of time. Throughout the rest of the show, it focuses on the way that Coral solidified control as the people of Rosslyn had to fled, and the way that he utilized magics to curse his opponents and cheat his way to victory.
Versus.
Yes.
And I would assume Bo has no knowledge of this. No. Yeah, it's not like... I mean, his memory's already patchy, but it's not like he remembers anything being like, great-great-grandpappy was a fucking bastard and he cursed everyone. Like, there's never... Yeah. But, there's no knowledge he has of ever reading a book or it ever being mentioned in Bravely or anything like that. At least to him. So, Bo,
none of the stuff in his memory.
Right. He doesn't remember
exactly. If he looks in stuff about Brevoy and its history,
I'm sure he'll find it.
He's found stuff about Coral using curses, leading an army of dragons to conquer the lands for him, or at least with him. And they're different authors contribute different amounts to saying how much Coral did on his own. Some painted as he. Some say, oh, he got a favor from a very powerful dragon and used that dragon flight to solidify his control. Others say, oh yeah, the dragons were merely things that he subverted. He utilized the dragons as an act of his own power and so on.
Right.
So everyone disagrees on exactly what role this played, but it does seem clear that Coral did use outside forces like the dragons to help him, as well as magics. Very sort of non-standard magics even.
Red dragons too, right? Or
yeah, red dragons in particular.
Red dragons in particular. Okay.
Yeah, the entire time that Noboru and Kara are watching this, Kara's just kind of leaning over to Noboru and just riffing on the entire show the entire time. Just trying to their best to break his focus on what's going on, just to be a troll.
But,
oh yeah, so that's your family, huh? Yeah.
Bo tries his best to.
Was there always that so much sexual tension between the two duelists? Is that a duelist thing? There's just sexual tension between them two?
That one he actually just makes. Actually, yes, it's a very personal thing when people doing, but that's besides the point. But yeah, he's very. I wouldn't say emotionless while watching this, but he's keeping an eye locked on those actors and taking it all in.
Meanwhile, Asa and Maddie are upstairs transcribing spell scrolls from each other's books.
You did it.
Actually, I was doing mine from Scroll.
Yeah, I also had a scroll.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
From your scrolls.
What?
Yeah, we weren't sharing this time around.
I know what Alarm does. What does Endure do?
Endure is a one action cast. It lasts for 1 round. It's a range of touch. It targets one creature, and it gives you 5 temporary HP for each level of the spell.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Good scale, really good scale. Well, nice. And you can make ones, Asa?
Not yet.
Okay.
Next
Not
level.
Yet. Next level.
Next level. Yeah. And it takes a bit. Yeah. It's gonna take a long time, but fortunately, since there's a lot of downtime built in, I'll probably be able to make a decent amount. I can do it. The first thing I'm making is a fucking wand of mage armor because that way I don't have to prepare it and cast it every single day.
Very helpful.
Yeah, it'll be really
At least
helpful
you get
for you
higher
guys.
spells. Until at least you get higher spell levels.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
It's heightened on mage armor. Nice.
yeah.
how do wands work in Pathfinder 2e? Are they recharged daily? Are they a certain
Mhm.
number? The recharge?
Yeah.
Yep,
Hmm.
So-
one cast from the wand per day recharges at dawn the next day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is different from staves, which is the one where you have to put spells in, and then basically it has a range of spells that you can cast using the amount of charges you put in. So it allows you to be a little bit more flexible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Staves are stabs, right? Like a wizard staff, like a big old
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
branch.
You can
It's-
have only one staff, however.
Yeah.
You can have only one staff, or rather prep one staff per day. But you can have as many wands as you want.
All the wands in the world.
So while like fighters and marshals and whatnot, their advancement item-wise in Pathfinder is getting like magic armor and special swords and stuff. Wizards by level 20 are like, oh, we need a wand for this. Here's this one. They have like a bag of 50 fucking wands of
Hell
just
yeah.
different utility spells that they
Yeah.
can pull out at a moment's
Literally.
notice.
It's
That's
awesome.
their progression. Getting wands.
Buffs on buffs.
Just
It's
all
like,
the
fuck, I got
wands.
wands everywhere. Shit.
Which is
That's also kind of the balance with the whole Vancy and spellcasting. Need to prepare your spells. Sure, you need to prepare your spells, but that's why you have a fuck ton of wands for all your utility stuff.
Mhm. Love it.
What were you saying? Jim?
I was gonna say it gets crazier when you think of the Universalist wizard, who also just gets more spells than the other wizards.
Yep.
Well, they get more spells. It's the same thing, but they only get it in their certain school. I can get more spells for whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, for any school.
Yeah.
But you don't get a focus spell because of that without taking a class feat.
Mm-hmm.
Trade-offs. But you do get a class feat.
Who needs a
Yeah.
focus spell when you have electric arc?
Nobody. You don't need anything once you have electric arc.
It is a pretty brutal spell.
I don't know. There's a lot of focus spells that I would much rather have than electric arc. I'll be honest. Electric
Yeah.
arc is good, but there's some really fucking cool.
No,
focus
there's really
spells.
good.
The
Really
Phoenix,
good.
the Phoenix Sorcerer focus spell is absolutely
So good.
it's mind-boggling.
I also love the focus spells for Magus, because it does the sword recharge. It recharges
Yeah.
spell strike for you, so you can be like, what's it called? You can do your spell strike one turn, cascade. Then the next turn, do dimensional assault to teleport, do a sword strike, recharge your spell sword, and then do another spell strike. It's great.
Yeah, no, I've been really enjoying Thunderous Strike. Despite having not hit with the sword that many times with it, that 2 damage has been absolutely amazing.
It's great.
So we go to sleep.
All right, and you all eventually get to bed that evening. We are going to actually end it there. We're
Fair.
about 15 minutes early, but this is a good spot to pause,
Yeah, it's a
and
good
we
spot.
will resume next week with the slurk job if you all go to do it, or trying to find a way to get an inn with one of the houses.
Seth, please prepare more jobs, please.
I'm definitely going for the
Please, we can't do the slurk. We can't do the slurk. I have PTSD from it. Please.
All the more reason to go adventure.
I'm just gonna.
Joe died instantly.
I'm just gonna prepare like war sounds, so like I can play them in the stream while we're fighting the slurps. Just like a machine gun fire and like explosions in the background.
Like La Traviata is just playing with
Yes.
in the background. Oh, what does that mean?
I wonder, can I
Yeah.
scale a slurk up to level 20?
I'm sure you could.
Just
Hercules.
we're about to fight a dragon.
We already met him.
We're about to fight a dragon, and all of a sudden, a massive slurk just eats a dragon, and we're like, "Oh dear God!"
It's time to go.
Yes!
Oh, this cloak! Oh my gosh!
Give it back, Cody.
No, there's no way in hell I'll ever.
Slurkules is here.
No, no,
Oh no!
no.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
terrible.
Next to Anna too, Asa.
Yeah. Yeah, critical.
A critical
On an
with a 43.
ace. Oh my god.
It's
That's
64.
that's triple my hit points.
That is Slurkules, level 20 Slurk.
Oh my god.
That's crazy that you were just able to pull that out real quick. You're like, boop, here's a level 20 sword. All
I
right,
love
there it
this
is.
system. It makes everything so easy once you learn it.
All right, guys. Good session.
All right.
Great session.
GG.
Good session.
Good session.
Good game.
Did we
Oh.
kill anything? I don't think we did.
We
Nope.
didn't kill nothing.
We
Nice.
did lots of roleplay and research. How much
Yeah.
XP did we get?
You get 1 roleplay XP. Good job.
Nice.
Yay!
117, baby. We're
We
climbing.
get 10 of those, we get a free ice cream sundae.
But you get RP XP. That's not regular XP.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it.
And back down to
I think it is.
116.
I think I deserve 284
We're,
roleplay XP.
we're gonna max out level 20 roleplay before we
I
ever
know.
get.
He can't start that
You
trend.
can't do it.
Even if it's just
Exactly.
one roleplay point,
Yep.
even if it's just 1 point, he's like, I can't.
Yeah,
You're
we're
level
gonna have to
20
get
6 months
comfy.
in.
We're gonna have to get comfy with roleplay games, roleplay sessions, not giving XP, because otherwise
Oh.
we're gonna get level 20 before we're out of fucking Mivon.
Oh, my
Yep.
gosh.
Oh yeah.
love it.
Wow.
That was a good session. We got a lot to do now. And also, we're in the fucking
Yeah.
best city ever. So,
Right.
outside of them wanting to kill me, it's amazing.
Glad y'all are enjoying it.
Doesn't the danger add to it though? It's like a nice little spicy flavor.
I would have put on the cloak, so I think you know that answer.
I do know the answer.
I was kind of hoping like there'd be like a big cliffhanger or something, like we wake up the next morning and immediately a bunch of guards come in just like, we're looking for Novo Garvia. And then we're just like, we ended there and be like, oh no!
Maybe not this session, please. That would
Give
be
him a
fucked
minute.
up. That'd be so fucked up.
We're
Yeah,
looking for Nobu Rogarvia. Next session at the start. Let us know if you see him.
that'd be fucked up. It says be like, oh look, there's a coliseum. Oh, a tournament. Oh, there's books too. Oh, all the outdoor you're coming. Also, you're in jail at the end of this session. So, oh yeah, time to go talk to outdoor next sec.
I need to plan what exactly my character's gonna be doing with all this downtime in Mivon. So much to do.
Big money.
I don't know, I want to do other things besides make money. I want
You
to do
can always
some
say,
cool
yeah.
stuff.
Sneaky shit. That's what you're built for,
That's
man.
what you're built
Yeah,
to
sneaky shit.
Yeah.
Break
We'll
someone out of
break into
prison.
that library, go to the top floor, no one's gonna stop me.
I have a plan for getting the attention of families if we go down that path.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, Joe.
You have to understand, it's the only viable plan I have for that idea.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I love it.
Because I don't have any social skills.
Oh no, you just have a sword of magic. Oh no.
Yep. And therefore, you have discovered my plan.
No. No. Oh no, this is bad.
I'll get his favor. I'm fine. Alright,
No,
guys.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I feel like we're gonna find somebody. Some stupid house down on their luck. They've been ostracized and they're like, yeah, we really need to make a name for ourselves. And we're like, well,
Mm.
funny that.
All our mercenaries suck. We need better ones.
Yep. Yeah. I
It's gonna
figured
be
that that's what they
level
will
2
say.
Adventures.
Hmm.
If we're gonna find the outdoorie that lives out of a trailer, we're gonna be like, let me tell you. I think,
Howdy,
this
y'all.
I think we're gonna be best of friends.
I'm ready. I'm ready for him. I'm ready for howdy y'all.
His inevitable betrayal of selling Bo out for fame and fortune will be amazing.
My name's Cletus Outdoor.
Good to meet
Yeah.
y'all.
Yep. I'm in. I don't see any reason why not to be friends with Cletus.
He's like, you want a duel? And he breaks a beer bottle and then he holds it up like, on guard.
On guard, eh?
On guard, aye.
The man just shrugs. pulls the two-handed straight sword off. All right.
And then he pulls a gun out from his waist. Yeah, that's how
Hey.
Aiudara does it.
That would be amazing.
Now Dory will rise again.
That was funnier than it should have been.
Bro, playing the Aldori, the sword lords, the best like goddamn tacticians in the world, as just the most down south hicks you can is the greatest idea.
Right? I love it.
That Coral Conqueror's a dirty Yankee, and you don't use that name in his house. Now you get on your knees and say grace to Kaden before this meal.
We gotta go find that temple.
Yes, we do.
So, yeah, there's a lot to do. Like,
There's
you
a
guys
lot.
definitely have a lot of interesting things. I want to think of interesting things for my character to do in this place, too.
Oh,
Because it seems
yeah.
like a lot of potential.
Yeah,
Hey, there's got to be some sort of sneaky thieves guild shit happening here. I mean,
Yeah.
with all, especially with the influx of like all these
the
rich
tournament.
fools
Yeah,
running in with their fur-trimmed gemstone cloaks.
fucking
Yep.
car just gets involved in a heist.
We're stealing books. Yeah, I want to steal some books.
What's the best one? I'll be in that one. Love to steal books.
Maybe I should take the streetwise tree. Just like go in New City, find all the criminals there.
That's a good plan. All right, y'all. I'll see you next Monday.
I'll see you
Catch
next
y'all
Monday.
later.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, right, everyone. What a session. That was fun. That was great. We got a lot of things going forward, actually. Oh my gosh. My favorite new quote, identify this pussy. Corey, it even goes, it's worse than that, man. Because, like, that's from our last campaign. We had just killed a dragon. It was a shadow dragon. It was massive. It was a huge thing. And he had a horde of items. And we ended on that. And then during the week of downtime in Discord, like, mind you, I had already been majorly cursed before this campaign, like majorly, and it had a whole side quest to get me uncursed. And I was like, I don't know if I want to identify this shit. Maybe we wait until we get to the planet to identify it. Then Rebecca says in Discord, she says, identified pussy. And then I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. And I identify it, and it turns out to be a robotic hand of Vecna. It chopped off my character's hand. It imbued itself to me. It was an extremely evil item. The only way to remove it was for me to die. Like, I had to be killed, or some extremely higher power magic. It was like her going identify a pussy and then it instantly being the literal worst option possible was hilarious, because it wasn't like he just made that up either. He even showed me the receipts. He's like, I talked with Steve about this before. He's like, look at the time date. He's like, this item was always that. It's insane that just happened to you. It was great. Oh man, it actually kicked off the big bad of our whole campaign, but that's a whole other story. It's a large story. Yeah. Great fucking session. What happened to Cora? She was a bit busy tonight, couldn't make it sadly. But she'll be back next week. Yeah. She's here with all of us, like in game. We just, she just couldn't make session, but she'll be back. Yeah, great fucking session. That was awesome. Thank you everybody for coming by. Appreciate y'all. Be sure to come by next time. We'll probably be streaming tomorrow. There's a game called Small Land that's coming out tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. It's either tomorrow or the day after. And I'm going to be playing that with D. So we'll be back and we'll be streaming that new game. Awesome. But until then, everybody, I'll see you next time. Bye now.